evening. It's Tom from Leicester Fan TV. Another pre-season game, at this time against Spanish giants Villareal. They won the Europa Cup last season, beating Man United in the final. What we all laugh because that's another trophy Maguire hasn't won this time. But no, another special game at the King Power. Let's get the lads in and talk about the team news and what's going to happen in the game today. Good evening, Jono.
Evening, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. And we've got Ross, who's in his back garden by the looks of it.
No, I'm at a kids' disco with me little boy and nephews. God, they're running me ragged. So I thought I'd come out for a few minutes.
Well, lads, there's the team news. Schmeichel, Pereira, Fofana, Sion,
on the screen, mate.
Yeah, and Diddy, Tillemans, Maddison, Barnes, Perez, Vardy. What's your thoughts, Jono? What's a very, very strong team tonight? Good to see Bertram at left back for me.
Yeah, I think it's one of our strongest team of our pre-season, barring one player, which you all know who that might be. But I think he just deserves some more pre-season games. Obviously, he's only had one half pre-season so far, so you can't really judge it. But no, I want it to be a strong team because I want us to give Villarreal a proper game this time instead of us, because next game's Man City and that's season starting. So we need to play a good team now and get into and start getting top of team ready. Ross,
what's your thought of the lineup tonight, mate?
Strong lineup. Obviously, it's a shame that Bora's not here. Such a shame. So is he? What's happened there? Can he not travel?
Yeah, something like that. He couldn't travel. Not sure the main reason.
That's such a shame, actually, because he would have got. I mean, whatever allocation we've had tonight was sold, he would have got a very great reception.
Well, there's rumours we've sold 17,000 down there. For a pre-season friendly, is not bad at all.
It's not bad considering it's the first game with more fans in since the Tottenham game last game, and obviously Villa a year and a half ago. But yeah, very strong team lineup. Well, we'll see. Villarreal, the Europa League champions. So not expecting a huge going to batter them. Should be a very good game tonight. They're in the Champions League next season, so they're preparing. Playing one of the big clubs in Leicester. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. I don't know if they've brought any fans down. That'd be quite nice if they did. So yeah, it'll be a good game. Hopefully Vardy gets a goal and a bit of Daka. The other day when we were doing that Daka thing, I actually made some lyrics on it, but I'm going to do it later on because I've got to go back in. My nephews are just running about, but I will post it later on. It's interesting, let's just say. My score prediction before I go, I'm going to say, thank you, Fee. I had a very good birthday. I'm shattered for it. Got me sent a ticket for Wembley, which I'm glad about. I'm buzzing about taking my test tomorrow. Got to take a test. Don't like it, but oh well. But no, I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1 Leicester. Vardy will get one, and I don't know who plays for them. All I know is it's just Deborah. So just just Deborah.
Well, I'm leaving John. I'm leaving John to pronounce the Villarreal team, eh?
Oh, God.
At least if you can pronounce one name, and you've done better than Jamie. That's
exactly. Evening, Matty Bond. Hope you're okay, mate.
I'm going to drop out now, and I start come on very quickly. But
thanks,
2-1, boys. So come on, you.
In a bit, Ross.
Enjoy the watch, mate.
I will.
Have fun and just be yourself.
I will. Don't worry.
Cheers, mate.
Do some aerobics. Me and Jamie did that last week. Have fun, lad.
See you later, mate.
See you later.
And there's two. Like I say, John, we're going tonight's game against a tricky opposition. They won the Europa Cup last year, and for us, it's probably what we need to be looking at doing ourselves in some way. For me, I know Rodgers has now won us the FA Cup. It was something we'd never done. So full focus for me is finish as high as we can in the league and a good European Cup run for me. If we can get to that, it's a route into Europe and into the Champions League.
Yeah, I think after last season, the owner was like, we need knuckle down, went to Brennan. Look, we need to get to Champions League football because we've I won't say we bottled it last season, but the last 2 seasons we've just missed out on top 4. And this season he said, look, I give you all the money you need as long as you can get the squad available to do this. I think he's got a few players which I think can help us. Hopefully we don't lose any players like Maddison and stuff like that. But no, strong opposition, and we're FA Cup winners, they're European winners. So I think it'd be a very tough game and a very good game to watch.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the lineup tonight, and both Daka and Samari, who are on the bench. Sadly, I'd like to see them both play, but I think with the team is roughly where the season will start, with the likes of Barnes, Vardy, Maddison, and Perez. Perez is an interesting selection tonight. We've said he only got 45 minutes, and it wasn't his best 45 minutes in a Leicester shirt, but I feel he got harshly treated, if I'm honest with you, after the game. It's a pre-season game. He looked very rusty, and he didn't make a good impression. But I think some of the stick he's taken on social media it's absolutely appalling from our fans, if I'm honest with you, and should be ashamed of yourselves if you think going on social media and abusing people is fun. I don't, when we're in a time when people should be helping each other get through what's been an awful time, and we just get back into ground. So there's no need to abuse him on Twitter. He had a poor game. We move on from that. Let me get Sean in. Hey, Sean. You all right, mate?
I'm fine, you?
Yeah, good. Thanks, mate. What do you think the score's going to be tonight, mate? Because we've got to go a minute. We'll kick off soon.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. Ian might score 4-0.
4-0. Good optimism. I like it, Sean. I like it. Positive for the season. Are you going to Wembley on Saturday, Sean?
No.
You watch it on the telly, mate. You have to watch it on the supporters on the telly, eh?
Yeah. I want to. Oh, but I can't.
Oh. Sorry to
I'm not going Sean either, so you're in the same boat as me.
So we've been up to, Tom?
Just working, mate. Working and getting ready for tonight's show, mate. Working and getting ready for tonight's show. Finish work, straight home, and then on here. Sean, thank you for coming on. Come on at the end after the game finish, mate. All right.
Cheers, Sean.
Mate. Yeah.
Thanks, mate. See you later. Sean, he's saying 4-0, optimistic.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting game. I mean, the way pre-season's gone so far, Jono, as we go into 4 minutes before kick-off here, what do you think the turning point later on in the second half will be for the subs to come on? Now, he played 60-odd minutes at QPR with that team he started.
Yep.
We think we'll go 70 mark today, or we'll do 75 and then change it, because he has got 15 subs, 2 goalkeepers. So unless he wants to put Ward up front or Jakupovic.
Yep.
But do you think we'll get 70 minutes and he'll change it, or do you think it'll be another 60 and then he'll swap it round again before the weekend?
I hope it's a 60, only with the fact that I want Daka and Simer to get a good run around. I want to see, like, we got a glimpse of what Daka could do last game against QPR, where he was running from Brighton's pass. I want to see a bit more of that. But apart from that, I think we should see 60, 65 minutes, give the first year a proper run around. This is the strongest team we've played since the last game of the season. So, yeah, I think they will do that. I don't want to see them swapping 11 at 45 minutes. We're past that stage now. This is, I guess, nitty gritty.
Dave Gavin, happy anniversary, mate. I know you'll be trying to watch it while having an anniversary meal somewhere. You'll have the phone propped up on the pint glass. Hey?
Yeah, go to the toilet every 5 minutes.
Tell the barman to put the TV on behind you. Hey? Chrome it in. Happy anniversary, mate.
That kid's wearing a Barca shirt.
I know. What's going on, Barcelona?
What's going on?
Behave. Chester says 1-0 to the Foxes. 3-1, Steve Smith says. Matthew List, LCFC said 3-2. I'm saying that's going to be a good game. I'd like to see some goals tonight. Phil is the best. I think Tom is going to sleep over the game because he's scared. Oh, dear. Phil is the best. He's got a fan club. I love it.
How do you think Schmeichel's going to be with his first game back after the Euros?
It's an interesting one, mate. You know, I was very surprised that it got left so long before he came back into the squad. If I was honest, you know, for a goalkeeper, I suppose he doesn't need to probably, fitness-wise, he hasn't got to be as fit as all the outfield players. I can imagine he probably is as fit as those outfield players, because that's Casper, the professional we all know. But seeing that he got through to the semi-finals, he's only, he only played a week, 4 days different to the England squad. So I suppose he's had that extra time off. Danny Wardwell, what can I say? He had an amazing Euro to Wales. Yeah. Some of the saves he made for a goalkeeper who only played 2 games all season last year for Leicester. What a performance from him. And it's what, Tommy, I saw a comment today from someone, Jono, and I tried not to laugh when I saw it, and I'm going to put it up there. Would you sell Danny Ward if it meant we got money in to buy more players and we kept Daniel Ivic, who's now gone out alone, but we kept him as the backup goalkeeper because apparently he would have been good enough if we got an injury to Casper?
No chance. People always underestimate Danny Ward, and I think the Euros just, shut them up. He was phenomenal for Wales. He made some brilliant saves. He could actually get into the starting 11 for probably half the Premier League already, let alone be a backup goalkeeper. So we're very fortunate to have a backup keeper like Danny Ward. So if Casper does get injured, I'll have no worry. If he does get injured, we've got Danny Ward in goal because I know he's a top class goalkeeper as well. Well, obviously not as good as Schmeichel, but he's not much of a worse substitute. So no, that's a silly comment. I'd rather keep 2 quality goalkeepers and have less than that. Maybe get 1 or 2 less players outfield.
Fee says 3-2 the Foxes tonight. D Hato says 2-2. Going for a draw. As the players come out together. Now, it's nice to say that not one team come out and the other as the teams enter the field together at the King Power Stadium. Leicester in the traditional all blue and white shorts, blue socks. Villarreal in their traditional all yellow kits. What's a sight to see. Very blinding.
This hasn't happened since the last game we played with fans in the pitch was against Everton. Was it the last time we did this? Or was it Aston? I can't remember. It was Aston Villa or Everton.
It was the Villa game at home. 4-0. Vardy got 2. Harvey Barnes when Pepe Reina decided to go walk his dog from the halfway line. And Barnes in the second.
This is the last time we've seen, fans in the stadium with 2 teams walking at the same time. It's been, but it's lovely to see, regardless of what happens tonight. I think it's a lovely sight to see fans back, players walking out in the tunnel together, being a family again. So yeah, I can't wait to experience. Obviously, I wish I was there, but experiencing one watching this on the screen.
I'll ask you the question now. We'll get it out of the way.
Yep.
What are your thoughts of Mr. Grealish jumping ship and going to Manchester City? Because, my God, Twitter went meltdown at about 11 o'clock this morning when it all got announced. And I was trying not to laugh at some of the replies. To see an actual Villa fan burning a Jack Grealish shirt, I mean, come off it. That's a bit too far for me.
Yeah, that's like, Maddison going to Arsenal or Vardy leaving Leicester for win the Premier League going to Arsenal. You got to appreciate what he's done for the club, and for him to develop as a player, maybe he has to go to teams like, for example, when Kante left us for Chelsea, he's one of the most loved players in the Premier League. He's a lovely guy, and we, got to support his choices, and he's going to win the Champions League. You just got to say, you know what, he's moved on. He's gone. Yes, Man City got more money than sense, but he's got off to a club which he can develop in. So good for him. I don't see. You should never hate the players. Grealish was the player who brought them from Championship to a decent Premier League team. They'll be one of the teams fighting for Europe this season. So yeah, I don't understand why people burning his shirts. But no, good. I think it's a good signing for Man City.
As the referee blows a whistle and they take the knee, it's a mark of respect.
Is this the last time we see Maddison in a Leicester shirt? No. You think he's not going?
I don't. I've said it all along, mate. Arsenal haven't got the money, and I don't see. They can offer this, what they're talking, 55, 60 million plus a player. If that was the deal on the table, what apparently had been offered, and the player was one of the players that Leicester wanted, they would have done the business early, mate, for I'm concerned. And we're not doing any business. So for me, whoever they're offering does not do anything for Brendan anyway.
No.
So I think we'll see him at the beginning of the season, mate, that after August, that Maddison will be in a Leicester City shirt for me for at least till Christmas, unless he has a blinder and then someone comes in with some silly money.
Yeah, I agree. If a deal was done, if it was going to come in, unless it's like a Maguire situation, but I don't think Arsenal have the funds. They're struggling. They can't get rid of their deadwood they've got in their team, let alone sign a player worth 70 million plus get rid of some of their players they've got already. So I can't see it happening. But I'm just worrying it'll be another Mara situation where, throws his toys out the pram. I just hope it does not, gets ugly. But I hope he stays, and I hope Brendan can prove to him that we are a top six club competing for Europe every season, which Maddison obviously wants. So this season is huge for keeping players like Tielemans, Maddison, all these players that are going to be instrumental for us getting bigger.
Yeah, I mean, Matty says, no offence, he's very overrated. And I think at times he can be overrated. I think when we've seen him on form and on fire, fully fit Madsen, he's up there, some of the best tens in the league. Sadly enough, though, once he gets an injury, it takes, for me, probably too long to get back to match fitness. And I think that's probably why he struggled last year. He was fit and raring before the season started. He had a great, first 15, 18 games, and he was scoring goals. The goal at Villa Park where he scored, he bent it in the bottom corner. He was flying, and he got one injury, and it just completely hampered his season from there on in. He hadn't missed much, guys, really. We're 2 minutes in, and really all we've done is press the ball. Villareal kept the press, had the ball, moved it around like any good Spanish team or team who've gone in well in Europe last year. They know how to move the ball. They know how to pass and move.
Emery knows how to, stall the game and make it work in his team's favour. He's done that. He did it a little bit at Arsenal. He did it, obviously won the Europa League. So he knows how to work around a team. So I'm not surprised if this is a really tough game. I want it to be a tough game. I want us to let's have a challenge. I want us to walk over. I want us to be challenged. That's how we get ready for the new season.
Matt says he can have a bad attitude when things don't go his way as well. I take it we're talking about Maddison. Yes, he can be, but he can throw his toys out of the pram, if we will say sometimes.
Yeah, his attitude, especially during COVID when he went out partying, his attitude stinks. He thinks he's bigger than the club. He thinks he's the top dog. I think he thinks he's like the best player, and we can't live without him. Look, we got rid of Kante, we got rid of Maguire, but look where we are now.
Leicester come forward. Vardy to the edge of the area, cuts the ball back, can't find Maddison. It was a great intercept, by the way, to start off the play from Ricardo Pereira in the right back position. It was a typical Ricardo, nipped him, won the ball back, and then literally opened the legs up and run through the heart of their midfield. But the ball just got trapped under Vardy. Here comes Maddison with a great challenge at the back to help out his defence. And Leicester come forward again. Barnes inside the Leicester half, cuts inside one, plays it into Diddy. He'll go back and find Bertram. What's your thoughts on signing Bertram, mate? Me, very experienced player, probably what we needed after losing Fuchs and Morgan. Yeah. How do you feel he's going to settle into this time? Do you think he'll be the one to start the season over Luke Thomas, who, don't get me wrong, for a 19-year-old had an incredible FA Cup final?
It could have been FA Cup final, but it's also had a few really good pre-season games, I could see him starting, but if Evans isn't match fit for the season, we have to play Bertrand. Soyuncu needs that experience beside him for him to show his true quality. So I think Bertrand for me should start the season. As soon as Evans comes back, maybe Luke Thomas, because his energy and his athleticism is just unreal, and his quality is really good as well. So that's my opinion on who should play.
Guys, if you watch tonight, there's 84 of you watching. That's brilliant. Ball in behind. Over the top, down to the left-hand channel, they come.
Great tackle. Great tackle from Perez there.
What a tackle. You're just in front of me, you are. But literally about 10 seconds.
So I'll let you do the commentary. I'll just talk. That was a great tackle.
Yeah, what a tackle. But I think that's what people forget with Perez. That's why he starts, because
his work rate.
His work rate is second to none. Yeah. And I think if you watch the interview from... if you listen to interviews from Albright and from other players, they've all said, I think it's why Under struggled. If you work hard, you will get picked. And that's all Brian's always said. All the gaffers, you work hard. You work hard for the team, you'll get your chance.
Yeah.
And I think Under struggled. He hasn't got that work ethic in him.
Yeah. That's why Brighton's been offered deal after contract of contract, not because, yes, he doesn't have always the best games, but his work rate. His work rate is...
Perez comes forward, finds Maddison to the gap. Poor first touch, and it runs away from. Sorry, Jono.
No, so his work rate is second to none. And Vardy's, even though Vardy had a pretty poor spell, he got picked not because he's scoring, because he's always pressured defence, causing them issues and getting us goals. Just not work hard, you get in the squad, and I think that's a good. What the word is, but Anyway, but you need to have a good work mentality to get into the team.
Yeah, you got to be able to do it's all right going forward, but you got to do the defensive side of it as well.
Yeah.
Leicester just popping the ball around for a minute. First time they've really got any possession in this game. We're 6 minutes in already. What does he say? Matt says, if you sell him for 70 million, that's enough for a good winger and a decent centre-half. It is true. It is true. And I've said that if we want to buy now, I think we're at the point, and Rodgers has said we haven't got an endless pit of money. If we want to sign, it's either going to be the loan market or someone at a very reasonable price to come in at centre-half. Now, I honestly don't feel that we are looking for a winger. I really don't. I think he's quite happy with Perez out there and Albrighton and Barnes on the other side, that he can move them around where he needs to. I feel that he knows with the injury to Johnny Evans and not recovering, that's probably the weak point in our team now. Yeah,
I think so. But maybe he's got a tactic where when Justin comes back, could Ricardo or Justin be on the right wing? I don't know. That could be a possibility. You know, he was put into centre back when we needed him most, and maybe that's a possibility Brendan was looking at. Maybe he's thinking maybe we hold back on the players when we don't need to, like we can use other players from different positions and stick it out. But no. But do you think
Castagna as well, mate, to come back into that area? You can play on the left-hand side.
I thought about
right.
Castagna. Yeah.
Headed wide by Villareal, first chance of the match, 7 minute in. Ball came in. No one really got close enough to him, and number 34 heads it wide.
There's one player I haven't mentioned, which is I think will be a key player in the future, is Kieran Dewsbury-Hall. If Maddison does go, I can see him slotting him quite easily. I think his work rate's brilliant, and I think he's got a solid left foot.
Well, someone's put it on here. There we go. Only De Bruyne has created more than Maddison. Don't know why anyone would want to sell him. Just need to keep him fit for a whole season. I totally agree. We've seen in 2 seasons he create 100 chances. Again, he just at the moment, there we go, and he gets a tackle in on him and goes to the ground. Felt that one. That was a nasty one on his calf. He's rubbing his calf there. He got clobbered in the back. Gray says, great tackle. Yeah, it was, mate. It was a great tackle. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. I was going to say, there's 91 here watching. We are 25 subscribers away on YouTube from getting 7,500. If you're not full on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to get to that 7,500 tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a like. That's all we ask. We don't do it for anything else. It's nice just to get some figures up there and see how many people actually like the show and what we're doing. We want to make it better. We listen to your comments every single time. We take them on board. 8 minutes in, nearly 9 minutes in, Leicester starting to get a bit of possession now and taking the time to grow into this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel at the moment Bertrand coming in at left back could be the start, because I think he just gives that little bit of experience into the back line. With Sionchu, I think as much as he played more games, I still think Sionchu can be rash, sometimes a bit reckless with his decision making. If I feel, like I said Monday night, I think Fofana is probably way in front of him in the pecking order in starting if it was down to picking 2 over him and with Johnny Evans at the back, because I just feel he reads the game so much better, Johnny.
I think so. If we play a back 4, you'll have to consider Bertrand, Evans, Fofana, and Ricardo as the back 4. That'll be my perfect back 4. But if it was a back 3, we've got Sunchu, Fofana, and Evans. But no, Fofana's technical ability, and he looks like a small, skinny man, but his ability as a centre back at his young age is just phenomenal. We got really lucky with a player like him, but I think Sunchu is still a quality player, but I think he makes rash decisions. Like every time he's in the box with a player, I'm like, don't give away a penalty. Every time he does that, I think he give away a penalty like he has done. So I think he needs that experience next to him to make him a better defender.
Look, we're not on his back. We're just stating the obvious. So when he plays well, it's because he's had a run of games to get fit. When he doesn't have a run of games or he gets an injury, he takes the time. So there's nothing to get on his back. I want him to do very well. Thank you, mate. So the games are about a matter of opinion. If we're not allowed an opinion, what's the point of having football? What about Castagna? Castagna is waiting for a face mask to come so he can play. He's fit. He's ready to go. Rodgers said he's been joining in training up to a point, but basically, since he had his double fracture of the eye socket, he cannot play without having this face mask, what's been ordered and still hasn't come yet.
It'd be like Rudiger.
Yes, that was it. I was thinking of like a player who's had it. Rudiger, that was it. Chelsea. Will this be the starting 11 for Saturday minus Perez? Again, I just don't know, Kevin. It could be. It would be interesting to see tonight, depending how players do, I think. I honestly feel we're not far off. This will be the starting 11 from what comments Brendan has said about Samuras and Daka, being that they will come in to play their part this season. They are not going to just be left out, but he knows that they're going to take time to adapt to the Premiership game, and then he's going to give them that time. He's not just going to rush and throw them in and drain their confidence.
Yeah,
Bakary Samaras, I mean, from what I've seen, mate, that kid is going to be some midfielder. Ball over the top.
Oh, here we go.
Down the line goes Bertram, down the left-hand side. Takes it past his man to the corner flag. Goes down.
See, that's what I like to see. That's what Bertram can offer. That is what Bertram can offer us.
Well, the touch by Barnes, by the way, it was superb.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Barnes. Ball came to him, and first time flicks around the corner. Villareal not happy that it was a free kick, and I mean, I don't think it was a free kick. I mean, he slides in, and Bertrand just slides on the floor. If I'm honest, he doesn't even go near him. I mean, I can understand the Villarreal player being a bit annoyed about that.
I can see it, but that's where experience comes in. He knows when, he can get a free kick when in a good position. It was with Madison or Bertrand taking it. Probably be Madison.
You didn't answer my question about Madison playing on the right wing. He could play on the right wing. I just don't probably feel that he's quick enough to play on that right wing. For me, if you're a winger, you've got to be able to knock it past someone. And I don't feel he's got that yard of pace all the time. If you look at him, his Bertram plays it short. Back to Madison. Madison cuts inside his man. Back to Bertram. Cuts it towards the back post. Dinny coming in, headed away by Villarreal.
On the counter, Villarreal now.
Yeah, on the counter attack they come. Villarreal all yellow up to the halfway line. Go across the pitch from left to the left-hand side. Down they come. Former Liverpool player Moreno. Ball into the box, can't find the striker, and out it goes to the far-hand side. Very good counter attack by Villarreal. Caught us on the break there. But if I'm honest, I thought it was a poor free kick by us. Should have got it straight in the box in that situation and test the goalkeeper. Took it short, and the chance had gone for me. What a ball that was by Moreno for the ex-Liverpool player. The question was, can he play on the right? Don't think he's on pace. Jono, all Arsenal photo mock-ups of Madison winding you up. The fans are so entitled. I hate to say him. If Madison goes, sell him to Spurs for 60, 70 million. Jono again, Daka could do a job on the right. Okay, yes, he could do a job on the right. I think he's got the pace.
Yeah, he has got the pace. I think, maybe I was a bit too, I've said in the other streams, I think we need a right winger, but maybe, we don't know Brendan's plan.
Chance again, down the right. Perez back to Ricardo, and they come over and clear up. And then he rolls around the floor like he's been caught. Ricardo didn't even get near him. Oh dear, the Spanish are definitely in town tonight, we can tell. Someone put, but Madison played there in Europe. Yeah, I think he did play a couple of games in Europe. I just don't think if his stronger point, we know Madison's strong point, that's been picking that ball up in between the lines on the half turn and getting the shot away or getting that ball. No selling him to the use. No turn to us. We gave you Danny Drinkwater.
Speaking of Danny, Danny Ings has gone to Aston Villa. That's an interesting signing.
Has he gone there? I haven't seen that one before I came on air. I've been watching most of it today, but I mean that just tells me like they know they needed a sign and they knew what they have and wasn't enough up front. It was one of those. If you got 100 million, think about it. So now they're going to have the pressure they had Leicester had when that Leicester sold Maguire. Clubs know they've got some money floating around, so suddenly the price of a player goes up. The thing with Danny Ings is he's only got a year left on his contract, so Southampton really haven't got any option bar to sell him for whatever.
He didn't want to say anyway. He knew he can get to a bigger club. He knew he didn't want to extend his contract, so they had no really other choice but to sell him.
Mate, the game's already started. We've played 15 minutes. Ricky P looking lively, Jono. Love to see him back to 100%, mate. I said it last season. This year's crucial for him to see how far he's going to go because after getting the injury, we never saw him come back recovered last season. He never looked 100% fit. For me this year, a good pre-season under his belt is probably what he needed. So it'll be massive for him this season. All over the top looking for Perez.
Before last season, he was one of our key players. Everyone was saying how good he was, his pace, his passing ability. He scored a really good goal. Was it against Spurs? I can't remember. He's got a really.
Yes, it was Spurs, mate, when he charged up the pitch
Yeah.
and he got the tapping off Vardy, knock it past someone.
Yeah, he's he is a vital player for our team, and I think this will be a good season for him. He's already looking sharp. He's making good runs. He's looking pretty much match fit already. So yeah, I think he's be brilliant next season.
Let me just have something for Keith. Can we have our pre-Wembley lateral flow swab along tomorrow, lads? Yes, you can, mate. As long as it's after 2:45, I think it is, mate. Then yes, there's not an issue. Mine's booked for Friday, but yes, you can do it tomorrow. As long as it's 48 hours before the game, mate. That's all basically said. Heard Villa. I want Ward as well. It wouldn't surprise me, mate. They're going to they're going to be able to sign a few players now. They've got the kitty and the pot of money there to go and buy players for fun in theories.
Crossed by Perez. Oh,
yeah, chip to the back post and over Vardy's head. Comes out to Tielemans, edge of the area. He goes back. Ricky P on the right hand side. Back to Tielemans. Back out wide. Finds Perez. Whips it in. Oh, and the flag goes up. Vardy flicked the ball wide anyway. But then
I knew it was offside. I thought, yeah, you're going to miss that. He's way offside. He's way offside.
Yeah, Perez flag goes up for Perez being offside. Yeah. Shouldn't be offside in that position for me, really.
No.
Looking straight across the line, ball coming to you as well. Not like you got to look for it coming from the far side.
Oh, you go, Tom.
I was going to say it's better from Leicester in the last 10 minutes, starting to move the ball around more, and your key players like Tielemans and Madison are starting to get the ball into the feet and starting to get a bit more tempo. And Villareal pretty switched off. Ball played to the back. The goalie has to go along quickly. Vardy was sniffing around there. Question for you, mate. I mean, a lot of people said Vardy lost a sharpness last year, and he wasn't scoring as many at the back end of the season. For me, what I've seen Vardy this pre-season, he looks sharper than ever before. He looks fitter. He looks, like he's got to gain that yard of pace for me. What's your opinion on that, mate?
I completely agree. People forget to realise that he had an operation. It affects other people more than others. Some people go away for 2 weeks, come back just the same. Vardy's obviously a little bit older. Took him a while to recover, but he ain't going nowhere for a little bit. He's still as quick and as sharp as ever, and him and Daka will cause so many defenses lots of trouble. So Vardy is still obviously not world class, but he's still a phenomenal player for us, and I can't wait to see him cause more issues for the goalkeepers, defenders coming up this season.
Mate, the game's already started. You're not going to be able to watch it live on here because we're not allowed to show it live. We're just a watch along. But so if you want to watch it, go over to YouTube. It's live on YouTube. It's live on Leicester City website, mate. We're starting to look back to the usual selves. Yeah, I mean, I've said to me, Barnes turns down the left, ball goes for a throw. I said all along, for me that I felt beginning of the season or pre-season, the one thing what stood out for me was we didn't really move the ball well, very well. 1 minute, mate, me just say, Wayne. Good evening, Lee. I hope you're feeling a bit better, mate. I know you've had a horrid time with this COVID malarkey. I really hope you're feeling better, mate. I did drop you a message the other night. Get well soon, bud, and hopefully we can catch up for a beer at the King Power soon, mate. All right. Vardy is world class. Goals against the top six, the best in the Premier. Yeah, he still likes to get his goals in the top 6 games.
Yep.
It's now making it count against the ones who aren't in the big. This is a good point. I was more pleased to see what's out of everything. The Barnes looks so sharp after being out for 5-6 months. He looks sharp as anything against QPR the other night. For someone to have been out for so long, what a time to come in and play the way he did.
Well, yeah, it just shows when you have the right mentality after an injury like that, you can come back and perform really well. He's just taking it in his stride, and I saw his interview after the QPR game, and he's obviously not completely match fit yet, but he's showing, a lot of the qualities he showed last season. And I bet if he didn't get injured, he would have been in the England squad. So yeah, buzzing, and he's coming back. I feel like a few other players, like Thomas is showing his class, and I think Madison could be in the top, in the England squad if he shows his true quality. So yeah, can't wait to. And Justin,
edge of the area, finds Barnes. Sorry,
free kick.
Ooh,
Madison as usual diving.
Yeah, Madison goes down easy again, but we'll take it.
Great
Not
pass.
seen any Leicester stuff for 2 weeks, Tom. Feel way behind. You'll get caught up, Lee. You know where we are if you need to chat, mate. Give us a ring. I'll put a tenner on Vardy getting into the top 10 and beat him at Owen in the Premier League. I think he's now 33 goals. I think he's, someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's 33 goals off Michael Owen's record. Mate, if you could just get to that point, what an achievement would be.
Yep.
Jono, all the best to Chappie. There you go, Lee. All the best from Jono, mate.
Yeah, all the best from me.
Free kick edge of the area. Remember, Jono, you're in front of me, mate.
Yeah, I ain't saying if I celebrate, here we go.
Free kick. Madison stands over. It's too far out for a shot for me. Clips it towards the back post. Sancho comes in, headed it across goal. Ooh, with the goal in this it.
I've seen a few training ground free kicks because, you know, with the free kick where Bertram won a free kick on the left side of the box, where they like I think he passed to Madison, he tried to cross it in. I think there's a few training ground techniques coming into play this game. Because definitely, mate. And I think we needed to, mate. I felt last year we got so many good plays and headers and the ball in the penalty area at times that we're so easy to read that we just whip the ball in. Villareal playing it out of the back nicely there for me, but fair play, risky, but did it well. Do you think we've improved on our issue with defending set pieces? Because we're off. Like that's what was our biggest downfall last season, was defending corners and free kicks. Do you think we've improved with that pre-season?
I'd hope so, mate. I mean, that was one of my main concerns. Like, especially that there was times where I just felt that anyone could score against us from it. If you give them a free kick in the right areas, we looked like we had a soft centre trying to defend. Oh, Tillemans with a lovely turn and a lovely flick round the corner into Vardy. Back to Tillemans. Chips it over the top, looking for Madison. It's going to go too long, but it was great play between Tillemans and Vardy there to get the ball away. And
it was, yep.
And then Madison made the third man run over the top. But no, it was better from Leicester there. 22 minutes gone, still 0-0.
It's a good competitive game. It's it's not like end-to-end stuff, but we're showing a lot more quality after all the rest of pre-season. Good passing, good technique, good control of the ball. No one's got trampoline boots today. So, yeah, I think it's a good game so far for Leicester.
Sean says Madison is dad. Yes, congratulations, James Madison, of joining the Daddy Daycare Club. It's a great club to be in, mate. Enjoy it. Enjoy the sleepless nights and everything that come with it, mate. And welcome to that. Perez is playing well. He is playing well. He's tracking back. He's doing his job. He looks a lot sharper today, and I think. But you can say that about a lot of players. I felt the first half at QPR, because seeing how strong the team was, we didn't look, for me, that great. I felt the second half, the amount of goal threat we brought on was probably why we got the goals, to be honest with you. But the first half, we didn't look that good for me. There wasn't any players that really stood out. Maybe Luke Thomas, but that was about it,
What I'm up to see this game is that everyone's pressing. No one's just standing around being still. Everyone's got a man. Everyone's pressing. They're making sure that no space is revealed so they can make easy runs. So that's obviously been worked in the training ground the past few weeks. So, yeah, really pleased with so far.
The main issue with last season, free kick, was Mendy was playing, who's the height of the Hobbit. Opposition picked on him that.
I think Mendy is underrated. I think he's a really good player.
We had some good results from him at the beginning of the season, considering we had no Ndidi or anything. I look at it. He played in the 4-1 win at Ellen Road, and he was superb that night. There's some good games he's played in. Look, we all know he knows he's not going to be a first choice starter now, and he's got 1 year left. Fair play to him. He's been at the football clubs the season after we won the league. He had a horrible injury on the second game of the season when we drew 0-0 with Arsenal, and he got a nasty injury that game on his ankle, and he never recovered for a good 20-odd months. I think it was nearly 2.5 seasons before we saw the best of him. So it's good to see him back and playing a bit more.
Yeah, whenever he comes on, like if we're trying to defend a win, he's the one player I want us to bring on, because fresh pair of legs, he does that CDM role quite well. He passed the ball quite well. So I think he's a good quality player.
I mean, look how composed they are, Villareal. They
really good.
Just passed the ball.
Made a mistake there, though.
Ball up time. Marino gives the ball away straight to Ricardo Pereira into Tillemans. Tillemans goes backward, fine for Fana. Into Madison's feet, he turns. And that's what Madison done. He does that turn so quickly and looks forward.
Yeah.
Leicester just slow down, find Bertram. He'll go wide to find
Madison
Barnes
as well. Barnes, I think, what I like about Madison is he finds that pocket of space in that outside of the box. He's just on another free kick. Look, That's what.
Yeah, Barnes gets it, turns around his man, drops the shoulder again, goes down, another free kick. They're just fouling him. They cannot get near Maddison now, and he's getting frustrated by the looks of it, saying, "Look, how many free kicks? Mads, it's a friendly. There's no point in you booking a player."
Yeah.
There's no point booking. I don't get why you're moaning, mate. Get up, get on with it. It just sort of shows you a sign of a good player when you have to keep pulling you and fouling you. He did him all ends up there. The player thought he was going back. He twisted, he turned, he was away. It's been a good performance for Maddison so far. He's drawing free
really
kick.
good. Well, all pre-season we've seen him do. He's been working on his fitness. He's been all pre-season. He's been doing fitness videos. He's been doing free kicks. He's been working out for his friends. So he's not taking pre-season, getting hammered every week, and eating junk food. He's worked really hard on his profession.
If you want to watch the game, mate, go onto YouTube. It's on there. We're not showing the game. We're not allowed to show the game for copyrights, mate. It's on YouTube. It's on the Leicester channel.
Oh,
free kick. Bertrand back post, headed over, back into the box. Perez. Oh,
he's impressed me today.
Corner.
He's impressed me, to be honest. Perez's work rate's been good. His tackling's been good, and he's on the ball.
Ball whipped in by Bertram, headed toward back post, and Diddy flicks it back across. Perez flicks it towards the goal, and the Villareal number 7 flicks it off the goal line, really, because it was going in from this angle. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was going to probably hit the post and drop in the net. There's a few players in the squad that I'd give a hard time to, but we've got quantity. We're building to depth. Yes, it is, and I said that earlier in the chat. I think John, I might have seen it. I said, "What a bench!" The bench looks so much stronger now. Yeah. Beforehand, I was always looking at the bench thinking, "We've got 4 defenders on a bench of 7. Where's the option bar Nacho as your attacking midfielder?" And then you literally look in your midfield, and it was Mendy as your replacement. Where now you look at it and go, "Well, we got Daki, you got Iheanacho, you got." Breki Samare, these players who are all going to come on and cause chaos. You got Albrighton who's a threat now.
Well, I don't be harsh, but I don't like Albrighton playing starting because I think Brighton is a fantastic player to come on and cause havoc and be the difference maker. I don't think he's as good of a player when he starts, but when he comes on, he's just brilliant. That's why he's just. I think that's why the son of the deal. But I think we've got a quality bench now.
Yeah, I mean, just put on it. The biggest wood last season was our depth, but Simon has been strong to build that. Plus players healing. I'm very proud. Yeah, I mean, you still got to look at it. You still got James Justin to come back into that. You still got Cassagna to come back into that bench area and starting lineup. There's 2 more big players for us who can play in different positions. We all know James Justin can play anywhere along that back line. He'll give us great options.
Tom, what minute are you on? Because I'll try and pause it to where you get to.
I'm on 28 and 55 seconds, 56, 57, 58, 59, 29, 30. Right. There we go. Right.
I think Maddison's got the ball pass it left.
Yeah, there we go. Barnes on the ball. Down the left-hand side, Barnes comes, takes on his man. He gets held up. He'll have to come back. No, he still keeps it. Cuts back to Maddison. Maddison goes past the one man. Needs help here. He's got none. Loses the ball.
He's still pressing. Good play by Maddison and Lucky.
Cleared up the line. Sanchu steps in.
Well played by Sanchu there.
Yeah, well played. Read it well. Goes wide. Perez finds Pereira. 1-on-1 with his man. Drops his shoulder. Clicks it towards the
Lucky.
Post, and it drifts out for a throw-in. Better from Leicester. Moving the ball nicely. What we want to see. So I said we hadn't moved it quick enough. Agree with you, JT. Jono says, sing the Wonderwall tune. I said, maybe you're going to be the one that saves me. And after all,
you're my Dewsbury Hall.
There we go, Jono.
I want him to be a more featured player. I think he's going to be quality.
Are they sticking with 5 subs? No, it's still 7 subs, mate. Definitely 7 subs. I'm sure of it, mate. Vardy into the box. Cuts it back.
Oh,
headed
we're getting
away.
closer. We've been on top for the last 10 minutes.
Really pushing them back. Ball whipped
Oh,
Ricardo Pereira cross it in, and Vardy tries the flick that he scored against Germany for his first England goal. He tries that little Cruyff flick Like he scored against Manchester City last season, and goalie saves it just a bit too far out and couldn't get enough power on it. But Leicester are really turning the screw now in this last 10, 15 minutes. 31 minute played at the King Power Stadium, but it's still 0-0.
Great first half so far. Bit slow in the first 10 minutes, getting our fold into the game. But after we settled down, got a few passes around, we've been the better team, creating more chances and better passes to play.
Today is story time, no game. Okay, mate. Bye-bye. Just do that, it's easier.
Oh, Villareal on the counter.
Edge of the box, into the box, to come quick to that post. Casper lets it drift out of play for a goal kick. Yes, mate, great effort, a bit like Germany. Yes, it was, mate, and like his Manchester City goal last year.
Do you think Everton and Villa will be more of a threat to Leicester than last season, considering they've got new managers and new players?
You have to feel that they're going to be up there. And you also have to feel this year it's going to be much harder to break into the Champions League because the likes of Chelsea, the likes of Liverpool, they're going to be stronger.
Man United, they've got Sancho, they've got a new... Who's the new centre-back?
Of the Leicester or something like that from Real Madrid. They're going to be stronger teams now. It's going to be more difficult to get into the Champions League. But
the only team that for me hasn't really developed is Spurs. They haven't made any signing for me that's made them look stronger.
Wow.
They get...
I missed... Ball round the back body.
Oh,
Goldie comes out, clears it. Goldie gets it wrong, and then Vardy was through on goal there for me, probably. But it was a lovely ball by Ricardo, who is starting to look back to his best tonight for me. Getting the ball, one touch, gets up on the floor. Vardy made the run round the back. He bends it, and we're talking if it's probably a foot back, then Vardy nicks it away from the goalkeeper. That's all we're talking about, 2 foot away. And Leicester would have had a tap in it. Again, down the right and come, Leicester hit the ball to Perez. Perez knocks it past the man. Ooh,
unlucky.
He's unlucky. He's unlucky there, Perez.
He's unlucky,
and he wins a corner.
It was a corner. Anyway. Yeah.
Fair play, Perez. The ball came to him. He knocked it past his man. I thought he'd overrun it, but he slides in and he flicks it off. Everton have signed Damari Gray.
I think Perez has made the biggest improvement from one pre-season game to the next.
Oh, look threatening, mate.
Another player. He looks like a different player.
But like I say, you can never. I couldn't slag him off for his first 45 minutes. It just wasn't. Like I said, I don't think anyone had a good first half in that game. John Taz says Everton have Damari Gray discuss. Look, mate, I've said it all along, and I'll say it again. Damari Gray, another corner kick, by the way, to Leicester. Damari Gray could be a very, very good player. The thing that is stopping him is his attitude. As Fuchs even said, his games that when he does play, he doesn't do it at nothing. He's not consistent enough. That's the word I was looking for. He doesn't have a run of 5, 6, 7, 8 games where he consistently destroys players. He has one good game and then the next is 4 or 5 bad games. And that's what let him down. Look, I hope it works for Damari because I really do think there's a talented individual there. But ball whipped in by Bertrand towards the back place. Sointu coming in, headed away. Tillemans on the edge of the area. He'll hold the
defended,
ball. Well played, Tillemans. Plays it back, finds Ricky P. But for me, it's all about Gray rebuilding his career at Everton in the Premier League, and we'll soon see. Ricky P's been good. Ricky P's starting to look back to his sharpness and his
really
best.
Good.
But he's naturally, to me, I think last year when we played him on the left-hand side, we lose so much of that ethics. Look, don't get wrong, he was involved in the goal against Southampton in the semi-final, but I do feel you get such a better player by playing him down, on the right-hand side. He can run, he can use his right foot. He hasn't got to cut back in and look for the right-hand side. He just whips it in. And I think Cassagna, he does enough damage on the left side, mate. He's right foot as well. Ricky P holds the ball up, goes past his man, breaks past him, man, into the box. To little Cruyff, pulls it back, loses the ball, unlucky. Fofana steps in, keeps the ball in. Well played for Fofana. Comes back, there's your man, there's your option. Tillemans finds Maddison. Leicester popping the ball round now. Really starting to tick and make this ball do the work and not have to run as fast. Ball, Tillemans on the right-hand side. Comes back inside, finds Ndidi. He'll switch it across and find Ryan Bertram. Someone mentioned it earlier, Ryan Bertram wearing the number 5 shirt. So is that going to be his squad number? It'd be interesting to see when we kick off when the squad numbers are announced. Fofana still got his 3 on, so I think he'll be keeping that shirt. He deserves it. Madison into Perez, into Tielemans. Lovely
touch,
football. Just got away from Tielemans at the vital time, but so much better. Here come Villarreal though. Down the
great tackle from Ndidi.
Well played, Ndidi. Steps in, wins the ball. Muller's his man. Vardy, pass one. Runs it again. Down the left-hand side he comes into the box. Tries to cut it back. Comes out to Madison. Madison plays to Tielemans. There's the switch. Ricky P. Madison. Tielemans shoots. Left-footed blocked. Comes out to the edge of the area. Falls to Villarreal there this time.
We're not giving them a second. Oh, that's not a free kick.
Yeah, it's not the first one, mate. And Diddy wins the ball. Was the first foul by, I think it was Ryan Bertram, actually catches someone on the leg. Let's have a look. So he wins the ball there. That's not the foul for that one. There's a foul beforehand. He's pointed to the first foul by
okay.
Bertram fouls him. I think he nicks him on the ankle, mate.
That second wasn't a foul.
Madison's gone down, though. It didn't look quite good. Who's the City number 17 and who have they sold Perez to?
I think Perez has had a brilliant game so far. This is the thing, he's not consistent. You know, he plays one really good game, he's not consistent. If he keeps this up, and I have no problem being in the first team squad. I want him to do well. It's not like I would prejudice him to do badly. Oh, Kim Leicester on the counter. Oh.
Lucky, good play by Fofana, by the way. Stepped in and won the ball again.
No, I want...
Very happy how we're playing, mate. I'm loving this, mate. We look confident again, and I didn't think we had. But again, like I said, it was always going to take time to get every single player back and play the team we started with. And we play like this against teams, we'll have no problems for me this season. And the likes of to bring on a Daka to burn more pace, it's quite scary.
And Sumer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the first time I think Villareal have the ball in 15 minutes. Well,
yeah, I was going to say they're giving it away. They just can't keep the ball. And for a team at the start of the seat, started the game, confident.
There we go. Well played again.
Perez wins it back. Lovely little flick.
Tielemans should have passed it.
Tried to be clever there. And Diddy steps in, gets past him. Don't say that often.
Prepper again. Brilliant tackle.
Steps in. Tielemans has the ball halfway line. Someone makes a run. No one's made a run. Look for Vardy over the top. Poor ball by Tielemans there. We don't say that often.
Yeah, it's just that final ball. That's just
Perez.
Perez.
Edge of the area. Drops his shoulder. Needs some help. Hasn't got anyone. Keeps the ball well though. Perez used his body there. Finds Tielemans back to Perez going down the right hand side. Finds Ricky P. Looks going to look for 1-2. Finds Perez. Oh, just behind him. He couldn't get his foot around it to drag it forward. If he drags it forward, he gets a chance on goal. Villareal give the ball away again. Down to the left-hand side. Ryan Bertram comes now. Finds Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes, little 1-2 round the corner. Madison has the ball. Referee blows for a free kick. Should have played advantage there, referee, because the ball came to Madison on the edge of the area and he probably was going to get a shot away.
I want to see Madison take a free kick here. Madison special this is. No, I should have played advantage there.
If you want to watch the game, go on to YouTube. We're not allowed to show it. Goodbye. Some Leicester fans want Perez to break his leg. Well, yeah, it's madness anyway. Anyone who does that. Connor, great point.
I don't agree with that, no.
How is Fofana only 20? Oozes class. He's a Rolls Royce of a defender so far, mate, and he keeps it up, he'll be flying.
I'm scared about losing him next season. He's that good.
Bertrand rips it into that.
Great goal. That's been coming for 20 minutes. That's been coming.
To take the lead. It's a ball in from the left by Ryan Bertram. It's an absolute brilliant ball by Ryan Bertram to flip into the post. He whips it in. Sancho unmarked in the middle of the box. He can't miss the header. And he headers it down away from the goalkeeper. Here's the replay. Ryan Bertram steps up, whips it in, whips it to the back post, middle of the goal. Sancho comes flying in and headers it straight down past the goalkeeper. It's taken us 38, 39 minutes, but it's Leicester City 1, Villareal 0. And there we go. Leicester take the lead in this pre-season friendly just before half-time and probably fully deserved it, Jono.
100% deserved it. We've been the better team for 30 minutes. We've just been on top. They've had no ball, no possession. We've just been pressuring them. Well-deserved goal. Brilliant goal by St. Plus Bertrand free kick. You know, Madison's not the only one who have to line free kicks anymore. We can have someone on the left foot who can provide the free kicks as well.
Well, Dave says that. Dave says, what a fine Bertrand. Yes, mate. When they said, as soon as we got linked with him, mate, on a free, I was like, we've got to sign him. What a player. 30 years old, 31, mate. You got some good years left in him, mate. Because he's never really, had a problem with anything. So, fantastic signing.
Well, you can't put a price on his experience, and that's what he gives us in oozes. So, brilliant signing.
Fee, thank you as always for your super chat.
Thank you, Fee.
Always welcome, and thank you very much. Ball whipped in by Villareal, headed away by Sonchu.
Brilliant. He's had a brilliant game. Go on.
Hello, Fenerbahce. Joanna says, playing like a league game so far. Very good. Yes, we are. Ball breaks. Barnes, edge of the area, shoots. 2-0. 2-0 to Leicester. Oh, Leicester are now starting to open up and change gears. We haven't seen this all pre-season.
No.
It's been a slog pre-season against Burton and Wickham and then QPR, where we got the 3 goals. But Leicester are starting to take control of this game.
This is the Leicester we're used to seeing. This is the Leicester we want to see. And it's all starting to come together now.
Well, Leicester break. It comes to Madison. He takes 1 touch. He takes 2 touches. He passed the ball wide. Eventually to Bertrand. Virgin looks up, slips Barnes away. He's onside, runs at the defence, cuts inside, and just lifts it over the goalkeeper. It's a lovely composed finish by Barnes. Great ball by Bertrand, who's had 2 assists on his
2 assists in 5 minutes. 2 assists in 5 minutes.
Lifts the ball up. A great finish by Harvey Barnes. Could have been some selfish and rolled it to Vardy. But no, he looks up, gets his confidence up, and Barnes is off the mark. And just before half time, it's Leicester City 2, Villareal 0. Fee, thank you again. 199 this time. Again, much appreciated, Fee. It's brilliant of you. Tom, let's get a score update. It's on there, mate. It's on there. I'm getting used to it. It's normally Lox is doing all these computer bits. Don't let this go. Please don't let.
We're still on the front foot. We still want more goals. We want to keep on going.
Barnes. Ooh,
well played, Perez again. He's been one of the top 3 players of the game.
Ricky P down the right hand side. Falls down. No way he's getting a free kick for that, Ricky P. It's there.
So coming towards the end of the first.
John Hans, it's Barnes, Vardy, Madison, Daka, Nacho, all going to get 15 to 20 goals if we are more. Mate, we could easily happen. What are you going to say, John, before we go into half time with 1 minute to play, mate? What's your thought on this first half?
I was going to ask towards the end of the first half, who do you think you've been man of the match so far? I'm going to go with Bertrand. 2 assists. His cross was brilliant. His assist for Harvey Barnes was brilliant. I think he's been my man of the match so far.
I agree with him. I think he's been superb on his home debut. Perez is very close behind him, and probably Madison as well at times. But
Ricardo.
Yeah, Bertrand for me, he's starting to shine out, mate, and he knows he wants that left back. I can tell you, everyone thought he'd come and sit on the bench, and Luke Thomas. Well, Bertrand's giving Rodgers a bit of a headache going into the Man City and the Wolves game, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is going to start this season. I mean, at the moment, Perez on his haunches in the middle of the park, just knows well. So hopefully he hasn't got a nasty injury. It might be a slight knock.
No, hopefully it's not serious.
Barnes, he is fit now. Yeah, he's getting there, mate. Ivan, he's not 100% fit. He wouldn't be, but he's done another 45 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer tonight. They might give him. There's half-time whistle and a half-time.
Yeah, brilliant half. I thought that's the Leicester we're used to seeing, and it's a brilliant half.
Yeah, I mean, what a half football. That's.
I need help opening the game.
It's brilliant for half. Sorry, mate. Little one's watched it. Little one's been in the shed for the first half. He's now going to bed. But it's been a brilliant first half from Leicester, and to go in a 2-0. 15 minutes into the game, I'll be honest, I think, John, I was a bit concerned. We weren't passing the ball well enough.
No.
But we settled down. I think you could see the team started to get confidence, and it's been absolutely superb. We've absolutely torn them apart at times. You know, Villarreal's not got near us. I mean, you could say that Villarreal started off and left, you know, took the foot off the gas.
Yeah, I think they just didn't have an answer for what we had. You know, we have multiple areas now. We're not relying on the middle, the left, or the right to, you know, to press. We've got all areas now we can threat on. They didn't know how to deal with us. You know, we've got high bars on the left, Vardy down the middle, Perez on the right. You know, they didn't know how to deal with them, and that's, you know, after 30 minutes, they caved in.
Exactly. John, I'm going to play a little video, mate, while I run and get a drink. If it goes off,
I need the low as well.
All right. Guys, we'll be back in literally a couple of minutes. We're just going to get a drink. All right. Never gets old, does it, really, watching that? I had to get a drink, guys. Sorry about that. Never gets old. We go there on Saturday, by the way, in the Community Shield. There's still tickets remaining, something like 7,000 tickets. If you want a ticket, get yourself online, get yourself an account on Leicester City's official page and get yourself signed up. 20 quid a ticket in the upper tier. What more do you want? It's a day out to Wembley. Yeah, the fans moan we could get tickets to the FA Cup final. Well, your chance to get a ticket to go to Wembley and £20 is a bargain for me. Might be in the upper tier, but anywhere at Wembley is a great view. Get yourself on there. Guys, drop your comments here what you thought of the first half. For me, brilliant 30 minutes after the first 15 minutes where we looked a bit shaky at times, but it's been great to get your comments on. Stephen Price played Tielemans' goal. Oh, I wish I could, mate. I haven't got it on it. If I would have played it. Got to give Paris some credit. I'm always slagging him off, but he's had a cracking half. Fair play to you, mate. Well said. He's had a brilliant first half. Good to win. Good. So good we can watch it twice. Exactly. Why is Barnes playing number 7? Well, Damari Gray's gone. The number shirt is free, and I feel that he probably will be given that number 7 shirt, and deservedly so after the performances he's had. He deserves to be playing number 7. The pitch looks amazing, brand new in the season. Look, the pitch was only seeded 4 weeks ago, I think, when I spoke to, Simon put it on his account, the head groundsman at Leicester. In 4 weeks ago, a pitch looking like that. It's amazing what conditions in, and it looks like it plays brilliant as well. They said last season that Brendan wasn't happy with the pitch. He said it held up too much and the ball didn't move. So they've relayed it. They've dug it up and relayed it. And, well, if we can play like this on it, they'll be more than happy. First half was electric. Yeah, brilliant. Now, the question is, guys, when will they change it? When will they bring Daka on? Will they bring Samari on? Bakare, Samari? When they're going to bring on Kevin Dewberry Hall? It's going to be interesting to see when we get to the point in the game. Will they give it another 15 minutes and play 60 minutes like they did? As they go to screen with Mr. Matt Elliott standing there doing his commentary on his thoughts on the game. Great end to the half. Definitely, mate. Fully deserved as well. Fully deserved to finish the half that way. They were superb. Hi, Tom. How you doing? Yeah, all good, Richie. All good, mate. Hope you're keeping well. Glad you could join us tonight. Again, there's 90 on here. We were only 25 away from 7.5 subscribers on YouTube. If you can give us a like, give us a subscribe and follow, that'd be great. We're going to have a look now, see if we've got any closer to that mark. It'd be amazing if we could get 7.5 tonight on the channel. We're trying so hard to up what we're doing, and we want people to, you know, enjoy it. Oh, so close. What are we on? 7,000.48. We're so close to getting to that mark. But guys, like I say, give us a follow, like, subscribe to the videos. It's much appreciated. It all helps the channel get better, and we take your feedback from this. 27 likes on it. Amazing. So amazing, guys. Just showing the highlights. Perez's chance going close, just wide of the mark. I think Perez had a great art. Mate, Perez is looking fit again. It's great to see Perez looking so fit and sharp. Guys, if you want to come on, I will drop the link into the show. Pop on, give us your views. You're more than welcome to. Perez had a good game and good link up with play with Carter. Yes, he has, mate. But the thing with Perez, he offers that defensive work rate as well. And did he win the ball at one point? And they're showing the highlight of that. And Vardy came into the right, clipped it up, just couldn't find anyone. Vardy's looked sharp though. I mean, we talk about there's no goal for Vardy, but he's been a pest again. Here we go. Sean's going to come and give his view. How you doing, Sean? What do you think, mate? You happy?
Yes. I think Goose Bill might score three more goals.
Who do you think's going to score, mate?
NDD and Brett.
Fair play, mate. Fair play. You're going to come on afterwards, mate?
Yeah.
All right, mate.
Well, I think so. I don't know yet.
Okay, mate. See if you can. It's up to you, mate. You're welcome on. All right, mate.
Yeah, good.
Good lad, mate. See you soon, mate. Shorty's saying you're going to get another 3. Ricky P wants his place in the team. Of course he does. Of course he does. What's happened to Evans? Well, he got a foot injury at the beginning of the year and towards the back end of the season. Sadly, never really recovered from it. And it's been hampering him since, by the sound of it, in pre-season. So he's basically taken it out. Richie, come on, mate. You're more than welcome to. The link's in there. I'll post it again if you want to come on and have a chat with mate. You're more than welcome to. Is that the new kit? Yes, he was wearing the new kit, mate. He was new in the wear kit. Sean is a legend for you. Totally agree. He's a cracking lad. Loves coming on. Ricky, I'm going to do a new podcast called Ricky and Co. I'm doing with my mates Lee Penfold, starting this Saturday. Good luck, mate. Hope it all goes well for you. Always like to listen to Leicester stuff and by Leicester fans. As we say, for the fans, by the fans. That's Leicester Fan TV for you. That's what we're now a couple of minutes for the second half. Now, as we go into second half, guys, what is your opinion on substitutions? Who do you think should come off? Who do you think should get longer game time for fitness? Get your comments in. For me, I'd give Vardy another 10-15 minutes and get Daka on the pitch. Give Nacho a run out for Madison. Let's see how they can do again. There's a go to a picture on the screen of he came from sunny Spain to live on Saffron Lane, of Vincent Tabor. Absolutely gutted he couldn't play tonight or could be involved. So sad to see he's not being able to come over and travel with the team. Is Locks at the game? Yes, he is. He is at the game. I'll put it on for you, Richie. There you go, mate. It's 2-0 at the moment, mate. It's currently 2-0. So, but no, been playing well. Great first half. Great first half. Very impressive. Yes, it was, mate. Very impressive. If you want to come on, drop in the screen. I can see you. I want to see your face. I'll add you. If you don't let me see who you are, I can't add you on, mate. If it in actual will be start with the GT or start. He might do. He might do on the bench. In actual start in game week 1 or so. I think he'll be on the bench, mate. I think it'll be Vardy as your main striker. and naturally will be the backup man. Which centre back do you think we should sign? If I'm going to go honestly, I think James Koscielny is the perfect person to come in, only because he brings that experience of playing in the Premier League before. And I think at the age, I think he's only like 28, 29. I think he'll do a job to come in and be quite happy to come in and working with the team he's got around him. Look, Johnny Evans, when fit, starts the game for me. Absolutely starts. Do you think Juby Hall should play for us in the Prem? Not at the moment. I don't think he's far away from playing in the Premier League, but I think there's too much quality in that team for him to get a start, if I'm honest with you. I think if you look at that lineup, and Diddy and Tielemans complement each other, Maddison is probably just in the pecking order in front of Dewsbury, but he isn't far behind getting into that team. But I think at the moment, the experience that Maddison has got will always give him that advantage. Juby Hall's going to be some player, mate. Let's not rush it and wreck it. You know, I always say that. Let's give him game time. Let's give him half an hour, 20 minutes in the second half of games, really start getting him in. But let's make him start every cup game for me. He has to start every cup game. Do you think we'll sign to? I do not know, mate. I know that they've been honest said, but there isn't a massive pot of money to go and buy players, so I do not know what's left in the kitty. I'll be honest, I could see us going to sign a lone player, maybe as a centre half backup. David said, to be fair, players play well, and Maddison seemed totally at the races today. No weak points so far that I can see. No, and it's what you want to see going into this game against Manchester City. Good passing and movement gives Dewsbury and Daka some time. Yep, exactly. It's all about time for these players. Give them time at the right periods. My wife just came in with a Borough interview on the screen. She says, "Who is that? He's beautiful." Oh dear, Jono, you're being replaced, mate. You're being replaced by Vint Ibora. Oh dear. I think KGH will be a great player in our team, and he will be. He's got so much potential. Any thoughts on the Maddison to Arsenal? I don't see it happening, mate. I really don't. I don't think Arsenal got more money than they, was being banding around this 50 to 60 million. And I think the players that they've offered, the club basically probably would turn around and gone, no. I think if there was any player they felt that could come in and do a job, plus the money they offered, they would have taken it if Maddison really wants to go. It's all rumour, it's all speculation. If Maddison really wants to go, I think there would have been more kick to fuss up. But I honestly think he wants to go. He looks more than happy what I've seen him in pre-season, mate. I just think it's speculation for me. Dead ball's been great, mate. Bertrand's been superb taking free kicks. Maddison's taken some decent ones. So, yes, it looks better. It'll be interesting to see he's defending them. To show Vince Ibora's goal at Brighton a couple of years ago. I was awake for that game. Brilliant. Matthew, do you think we'll leave some changes for January or blow our load in one go? I like to think there is a blow in one go. I think we've blown what we've near enough had. I think there might be a small amount of money left in the pot. But again, I think it'll all depend how many players they can get out before they start again. Let me add Jono quickly before kick off. Jono, how are you, mate?
Hey, how you doing, Tom? Good to see you.
You've been replaced by Mr. Ibora.
It seems. Yeah.
Oh, mate, gutting.
My wife's running off to Spain to.
He is a beautiful man, though. You have to admit that he is a beautiful man.
Yeah.
As Roger would say, he's a beautiful human being, hey. But I was going to say, what's your thoughts about that first half? Happy with everything?
Yeah, I'm really happy actually. We seem to have upped the pace about 2 or 3 gears since QPR, and certainly Wickham and whatnot. Just looking much more on the pace. So I don't know what's going on. I can't believe how much they can ramp it up in just a few days. Maybe QPR was just a weird old game, but certainly, I'm really happy with the way things are going. Ricky P being back to full fitness just makes such a difference. Just love to see him back. And as for the Maddison to Arsenal, I just can't see it happening either. Just, I'm sick and tired of logging onto socials and just seeing Arsenal fans mocking up all sorts of things with Maddison. I'm just it's just weeks of desperation from their point. But so I just hope that he just doesn't go because We can rub it in their face.
Well, by the looks of it, Leicester are going to make some change at half time, and they've put a second half team out. So in goal will be Danny Ward, Wesley Fofana, Sionchu, Bertram, Harvey Barnes, Madison Perez, Ricardo Pereira, Dewberry Hall, Patterson, Daka, and Samora. You know, they've changed it round. They've taken Vardy off. They're giving players rest before, you know, a big game at the weekend against Manchester City.
There's no Nacho. Where's Nacho?
I think he's still on the bench, mate. They haven't made all the changes, so I'd say that they're probably happy with his fitness levels going into the season. He has played some games, I think, at international level pre-season while the season was finished anyway, mate. So they're probably more happy with his levels and thought, well, we can give other players more game time. You know, the likes of Madison and Barnes probably need that extra game time, if we're honest with you, mate. And Barnes, I think, will probably last another 15, 20 minutes. They'll probably take him off and bring Nacho on then and change it round. Johnny, thank you for coming on, mate. As always, great to have you on. If you want to come on after, mate, pop on after. It'd be great to hear your thoughts of the game, mate. All right.
Yeah, see you later. Cheers.
See you later, mate. As the players come out for the second half. It's sad. The other Jono back in now. This just confuses it all, eh?
Yeah,
Jono,
I'm the other Jono.
Break, mate. The other Jono comes back in. Great to have a break and refresh yourself.
Yep, I'm refreshed and ready to go. Finished my dinner off. Got another beer, ready to go.
It's all about the H2O.
Yeah.
only because I got work in the morning. But yeah, just saying, you saw the changes. Happy with the changes, and the players have come off, and you know Vardy's having a rest now before the weekend.
Yeah, I think we need to rest players like Vardy and Didi, players like that. I'm really, really happy Perez is still out because he played phenomenal the first half. He put 110% in. Happy he's staying out. Daka and Sumer, really happy they're playing. So yeah, buzzing. I want Barnes to come off after 10 minutes, sort of overwork him. But no, looking forward to the second half. I think we'll still have the full momentum. So bring it on.
Yeah, it's Leicester kick off the second half already.
Yeah.
Have we gone? We stayed at back four, have we?
Yeah, stayed at back four.
Same back four: Ricardo, Fofana, Sionchu, and Brian Bertram. So you got Dewberry Hall and Simari in the middle of the park.
Daka at front.
Daka up front. The ball goes up towards Daka. You can't get on the end of it. Villareal win the ball. Simari steps in, wins the ball already with his long legs. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He reminds me of Vieira.
Oh no! What's he doing?
Leicester give the ball away edge of the area down the left-hand side. Villareal come. Fofana holds him up. Well played for Fofana there. Didn't look around.
That's the sort of mistakes that Sanchez still has in his game. Apart of if he had a brilliant first half, but those are mistakes he can do.
Yeah, and I said that before. I think that's probably why, you know, Fofana, if you picked out the two who you'd play,
Fofana would definitely be the one I'd pick
over Sionchu,
yeah,
with Johnny Evans, because he just reads the game so well, mate.
He's brilliant.
You don't really see him making mistakes at the back. If in doubt, he just gets rid of it. He doesn't look around. He doesn't try the half Cruyffs and turns and stuff like Sionchu. Ricardo Pereira back into Madison. Leicester just popping it around back to Samari. All the ball was there for Daka if he could get it in, but he couldn't find it. Leicester playing the ball lovely, moving it brilliant.
Already big impact already.
Yeah. Do you think we can win Europe, chaps? These are the winners. Man United were finalists. Beat Man U. We beat Man U. Beat the winners. Well, you got every chance, mate. You got every chance, and I feel this year we'll put more eggs into the basket of winning Europe because it's an option into the Champions League. And I think Rog will know we're getting into the top four is going to be so
brilliant.
much harder.
We'll play Sancho there. Yeah,
Sanchez intercepts the ball on the floor, just drops his body and lets the ball roll into him and just stops it dead with his thighs.
Do you think now we won the FA Cup? Do you think
ball in behind Daka into the box, shoot?
Oh, lucky!
Can't get the power behind it, but great run by Daka. Get the shot away, but just couldn't get the power.
Do you think since we've won the FA Cup, do you think we'll put less priority in that now and actually try to win a European trophy? And we'll win a European. If we win a European trophy this season, we'll win a European trophy before Tottenham and Arsenal.
Mate, that would be something, wouldn't it?
How crazy would that be?
It'd be absolutely ridiculous, wouldn't it? Really,
win a European trophy for Arsenal. That'd be brilliant.
You know, that would be superb if we could do that. That'd be absolutely superb. Oh, Madison
Oh,
fans, Villarreal play. Tried to get his foot in. If he got his foot in, then Daka was away, by the way, because Daka was in behind. But
bright
looking
start second
lively.
half. Bright
Yeah,
start.
we've made some changes. I mean, someone just says on here, Flores Fox, do you think Samari will be a future star? I have no doubt it. Sainchu rolls it into Barnes onto the left-hand side. Finds Daka. Oh,
great save. That was a great save.
Barnes laid it into Daka. Daka doesn't muck around. He hits it third time, got a big smile on his face. That's the difference between some strikers who get the ball in a position who panic and take a touch. Not Daka. No mucking around. The ball falls to him. First time, bang, shoots. Good save by the goalkeeper. Corner to Leicester.
We're not taking 50 passes to get front. That was 3 passes from defence to almost scoring. Brilliant.
Spurs might win the Europe Tin Pot Trophy. They might win the conference. Ball whipped in.
Oh, lucky.
Great
turn. Oh, lucky.
And another one. Corner kick again. They're well placed, Sainchu. And the first bit of build-up play all came was Sainchu stepping the ball in, not silly amount of touches, rolled the ball straight through into Barnes, who rolled it to Daka.
We're starting the second half while we finished the first half, dominating, creating chances, and it's brilliant to see.
We're winning the ball back a lot better tonight, definitely. Ball clipped in, Juby Hall, headed away.
Oh, lucky, come on.
Barnes.
Oh, lucky.
Headed ball back across the goal. Barnes just couldn't get his leg up high enough to control it. But we look so much threatening from these set plays that we see so far tonight.
Do you think the home fans have something to do with it? Because this is the first game we've had since, with the home fans back. You've been as a, do you think that comes into play?
You've just asked a question, Mr. Gray has just said, do you think crowd makes a difference? Yes, they do, mate. And I think if you read the reports from the players, they've all said the thing. Win the ball back, Daka into the area. Juby Hall, round the goalkeeper, pulls it back, Daka, Perez!
Well deserved. He deserved that goal. Brilliant. Well played.
Oh, Perez, and I think all the players can tell how much that means. What a play by the team. They close down again, win the ball high up, no mucking around. Leicester are on fire tonight. They're not letting Villareal. This is the team who won, won it last year, the Europa League last year.
Beat Arsenal, then Manchester United.
Nicks in, falls to Daka. Daka back to a ball, rounds the goalkeeper, doesn't panic, slides it across the goal. Perez taps it home. All from a high press again, though, Leicester. All from a high press.
How unselfish was that? Passing it across to Perez. That is brilliant.
It was absolutely brilliant. Juba Hall there could have shot, doesn't, selfishly lays it across the ball. Daka can't get on the end of it. Perez does what all good wide men should do, coming in at the back post and make sure he's at the back post. And it's Leicester City 3, Villareal 0. It goes on too long.
Yeah.
But it should do. It's when we won the league.
Yeah. Bring a smile to your face every time you see it.
Jono, can you video that and share it, please? Great. Oh, dear. Great feat. Yeah. Fee, thank you again. Another 99p sticker.
Well,
ball in behind. Oh, Barnes can't get onto the end of this one, but Daka closing down. Daka was flying there on the floor to make sure he tries to block it.
If Vardy's injured, you're thinking, oh, great, no Vardy. And then Daka comes on like, oh, give us a break, man. Like, these are the options we have for next season. We've got many, after this transfer window, we've got so much better options for potential formations and strategies next season, which I can't wait for.
Yeah, I mean, Fee just put it there. Perez, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant by Perez getting in that position. Juba Hall with an assist, yes.
He played a brilliant touch there to get around the player. Good pass across the goal and great goal. So Juba Hall really making an impact for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you just said about people doing stuff and how this season different to other seasons. Has JP's come on it, whoever JP is. JP, he's here. I couldn't see your face, but I was like, who's JP? Mate, what are you happy at the moment? We look a different team from the last 3.
We do. Villarreal haven't turned up, though, have they, really? They're not the typical Spanish side we expected. Doggy defence and stuff like that. They've come on a 2-game tour, and they're not really showing anything, have they? But you can only beat what's put in front of you. And the whole team's played well. I thought Sionku has been outstanding. And Dewsbury Hall and Daka, since they've come on, have been brilliant, haven't they? Dewsbury Hall looks like a decent player.
On your stream, Jamie, I slated Perez so much, like I wanted him out. But this game has proved me wrong. I think he's been outstanding, or one of the players of the matches so far.
Oh yeah, so I was
Maddison.
Yeah,
yeah. You can see why I just went all like that. Then.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Perez fan. He has played well. He has deserved the goal, even though it was a 5-yard tap-in into an empty net. But he did deserve the goal. So fair play to him. I wouldn't say he's answered his critics. It's still only pre-season. We've got to wait till the Premier League starts. But we're doing well. We're getting confidence. We're scoring goals. That's what we need, isn't it? That's what we need. Score some goals. Get a bit of confidence. Shame Vardy didn't score with that little black flick. That would have been fantastic. But
I mean, here's a good question for you, Jamie, while you're on. Who starts Saturday?
Who starts? I don't
Barnes
think
into
who
the area.
starts.
Barnes
Shoots.
Oh.
I'm a few seconds ahead of you, so I better be careful about this.
I had that minute go with John. John was in front of me.
I paused it, so we're in the same time now.
All right. I don't think it's who starts Saturday. I think it's who starts on the Premier League game. To be honest, I think the starting lineup for Saturday will be pretty similar to what we started tonight. To be honest,
yeah, I think you won't be far off. Edge of the area, Barnes. Yeah. Oh, Maddison tries to flick it around the corner and can't find the reverse pass.
You don't expect to see Sumer start in the midfield or Daka start forward?
No, I think he'll go with the tried and trusted method of Vardy up top as normal. And then, I mean, what an impact, whichever one you have coming on sub, it's going to be, if they see Jamie Vardy on the subs bench with Dakar starting, they're going to think, bloody hell, Dakar
what
must
can we
be
do?
Good. Yeah.
Can someone get the actor off the pitch? I mean, he's just done 10 rolls back and forth.
Yeah.
He's just rolling around, and then the referee came over to check his right, and he looked at the ref and gobbed off at him. Oh, so your
that's
ankle's
nothing.
Right,
get up. It's a pre-season friendly, mate.
It's a pre-season friendly, and
they look like they're all having a siesta. Still, be honest with you, Jamie. Eh?
We don't have siestas anymore. We have to work all the time. But yeah, the only one it might be is Sumer might come in, but who will he come in for? I reckon it will be exactly the same, and it's nice to see. It's pleasant to see Bertrand taking free kicks and beating the first man.
Yes,
it's such a pleasure seeing that ball go over the first man instead of being knocked into the first man. It is so that goal would that Soyuncu's goal would have never been scored last year because it wouldn't have been there, would it, lads? It wouldn't have been there.
No. As I said earlier, we've got the option now of Bertrand and Maddison free kicks. You've got different scenarios. I think that's a great option for us. You know, Bertrand's, for me, this game has proved how much of a decent player is and how, you know, you can't buy experience, and he's brought that in dozens this game.
Yeah.
Jamie, can we have a little bit of a lesson here? Because you both said it twice now. Sumer. Who's Sumer?
Sumer.
No. Right, we're going to play it. Listen. Cool.
Boubakary
Soumaré.
Soumaré. It's not Soumaré.
It's not Soumaré. It sounds better, Sumer.
You can't. Sorry, you can't use Google Translate to translate football players.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
That's like driving. That's like driving in oven gloves. Yes, they're gloves, but they're not the right gloves.
So, Jamie would still try and drive a car for me with the windows down, Jamie. Oh dear. I'm gutted you're not coming over for the weekend, mate. So many tickets left, mate. I'm gutted you can't come over.
I was looking at it. It could have cost me 112 quid to return flights for 24 hours, but it was the paperwork and the testing I had to do for 24 hours. It was going to be hard work. It's a shame, but for it was going to be less than 24 hours. It was just, I know, if it'd been any other time, pre-pandemic, I'd have been there like a shot. but I just can't this time at the minute, unfortunately.
Into the box, come Villareal. Ricky
I-
P stepped in again. What's your thought quickly on Ricky P, mate? He's been absolutely permanent.
I think he's back to his best, actually.
Oh,
I thought
no,
he's
this
played
ain't good.
well.
Fafana's down,
way-
and
That's not a good
he's
sight, is it?
currently- and that's not a good sight with the season.
Fucking
Fafana's
That's bad.
down. They're holding his leg. The paramedics are coming on. He's in a lot of pain at the moment. Oh dear, this is not a good sight
This
to
is
see.
not good. Has he broken his leg?
They've got. Oh dear. Oh fucking hell.
I'm just watching the replay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a leg breaker. That's a leg breaker.
his foot's the other way. His foot's the other way.
Oh, it's a horror.
His
It's
foot
a horror
was
attack.
went the other way.
Broke
yeah.
his leg.
That's him done.
That's
him done.
That's his season done already. Blood. Oh. Why?
Oh no.
It was enough. Look at Nacho. Nacho knows it. Look, Nacho's. Oh, sorry, I'm ahead of you. Nacho's upset.
That's his.
That's it. Season over.
Season over.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad challenge.
Do you know what? Now we have no ifs or buts. Now we need a centre back. It's pronto.
I need two centre halves, mate.
Yeah, we need a cut. We need one for him and one to cover.
That's so unfair. He's been bloody good this game.
He has.
Leicester players aren't happy, by the way. They're not happy with the tackle. They're not happy they've put that tackle in there. Oh dear, boys. This wasn't we want to be looking at tonight going into
this game has been such a. I've been loving it. It's been a laugh. This has ruined it.
That's well. I think goes to summed up. That's 7 months out minimum. Minimum.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be pins and that's going to be everything on him for his leg.
That potentially could be a career ender.
Yeah.
I mean, when the doctor run out straight away, you know.
Oh mate, yeah.
As soon as I saw the oxygen, that's it.
Nacho looks absolutely shocked.
You know, we had this.
He's not happy, is he?
We had instances in the Euros, you know, when Ericsson went down, and you just feel so bad. You just forget about football and want him to make a speedy recovery.
I mean, Soyuncu, yeah, Soyuncu's nearly in tears. He's not happy.
I'll be livid. If I was Brendan Rodgers, I'll be livid.
I'll describe it. It says you're saying it, Jamie. Sanchez on his haunches. He's got his head in his hands. He looks absolutely gutted. Young Ryan Nelson will come on the pitch to replace Fafana, but he's still. I mean, even Casper looks. Oh, look at them. They're all absolutely bits, mate.
Did you just see Casper? Did you just see Casper put his arm around young Nelson then and gave him a bit of encouragement? What a cracking sign that is by Schmeichel. The bench looks absolutely. Oh.
I mean, everyone, even Vards, they all look shocked, mate. Everyone looks absolutely gutted on this point. And they will be because they know how much of a big player Tillemans, how much of a big player he is. I mean, he is talking breathing through his apparatus, but God, the amount of pain he must be in, it must be horrid.
I also want to make a speedy recovery, but he is such a key player for us.
Especially with Johnny Evans.
Yeah, without Johnny.
Especially with Johnny Evans. They can't rush him back, but they can though.
Coming into this season, we've got squad depth now. Brendan will be on the phone to Top now going, look, we need money. We need to buy 2 centre-backs this week.
Let me put it this way.
I think they'll be running into the stand and tapping him on his shoulder.
Yeah, I think John Rookin will be doing the work already, mate. I think John Rookin will be on the phone to Top, and I think he'll be going, right, we need to go and sign players. We haven't got an option now. Schmeichel looks shaking his head, mate. Even Amata, they all look gutted for him.
Schmeichel just came out of Euros. What happened to Ericsson? You know, he's been in the last 5 years. He's had obviously the tragic death
Sorry, mate. Can I just step in? I mean, they've just gone to Daniel Amati on the bench, and he looks absolutely someone who knows what it's like to break the leg on the Walker's pitch. As he did it against West Ham in a few years back. And he's in bits, mate. And the first thing Casper's done is put his arm around him and he's talking to him. I mean, you just said it about Ryan Nelson. He's done exactly the same. The absolute leadership of the man is second to none for me. Sorry, John, I have to step in there.
Well, no, it's you know, so Schmeichel's been through so much the past 3 years, or the past 5 years, and
I mean, just look at the crowd now.
So,
the crowd, standing ovation for him. He's 20 years old. He's played 30 games, and the crowd are giving him a standing ovation.
Excuse my French, but absolutely gutted, mate.
Do you think? Absolutely. Do you think it's as? Do you think? It may as well be a silly question, but do you think it's as serious as it looks?
Oh mate.
Oh yeah, yeah. His ankle went the other way, pal. On his ankle definitely went the other way.
It flopped, mate. As soon as it flops, it's a break. It's a break, mate. It's a break. It could be a leg, it could be an ankle, mate. But he's broken something. If it was just,
I honestly think that was his ankle. It's gone, Tom. I think.
Yeah, mate.
I'm not sure, but it didn't look very good.
Leicester make a host of changing at this point. Ryan Nelson obviously has come on. I think Rodgers has had enough, and he's not going to take any risk by having players out there.
I agree. All the key players off. We have to.
Madison, Ricky P.
Sancho come off
bring
now.
Bring in Amati.
Madison, Perez, Ricky P. They're coming off.
Bertrand.
Yeah, they're not risking it, mate. I think Rodgers will be fuming after this game, and Mr. Albrighton will take the captain's armband after just signing his new deal.
Bertrand's off as well.
And sorry, Uncle.
Yeah, they're not going to look around. Yeah, fair play to them.
Right. Mark Albrighton, I'm glad he signed a new contract. He's the most underrated player in the Premier League. To be honest, I think he's the equivalent of James Milner of Liverpool for Leicester, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's that workhorse. He's that workhorse. He's reliable.
Yeah. See, will this be a chance for Benkovic to step up to the mark now?
Has to be. We look. We've got Benkovic, Amati, Evans, and Sancho.
Well, you can't count Evans because I don't think he'll be fit for the season.
He ain't starting, mate. They've already said that he will not be fit. Leicester's gone to 3 at the back, by the way, and playing Nelson, Benkovic, and it might be a 4 still. Or is Daniel Amati playing right back? He might be playing right back, I suppose. Then you got
I tell you,
Hall and Pratt in the middle of the park now with Samore as well. But I'm lost for words, mate. For you lads, I'm absolutely lost for words because gutted to see this tonight.
I'm gutted. It's been the first half was just so electric. It's been so fun.
Ball into box. Daka, goalkeeper comes out and catches it.
Daka, it was Nacho, wasn't it? Oh no, it was Daka. It was Nacho. But yeah.
But
see, the thing is, we've had a decent build-up. We played 2 League One teams, and then we played a Championship team, and then we played Europa League Cup winner team. We've had a decent build-up, but then that just ruins it tonight now, doesn't it? Completely.
That's pre-season ruined.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just seen a photo of it.
I'm not even going on social media. Don't want to look at it.
Don't go in the chat then, mate. Someone's put it in there.
Oh no, I won't bother then. Whoever's put it on, delete it. I don't want to see that.
Tell you what, top will be going right. Here you go, Brendan. Here's another 40 million.
But who is that? That can come in at this short notice?
Tarkowski.
There's clubs out there that know now that we're desperate for a centre half.
Oh, prices go up, mate. Prices will go up. I just hope that
could that one challenge define our season from Champions League now already?
No, I don't think you can. No, you can't make that into blaming that for Champions. I don't think so. You never know. Look what happened last year with Harvey Barnes. He got injured. Nacho stepped up to the plate, scored 19 goals last season. It might be the chance Benkovic needs to step up. Might.
Maguire went off, so it just stepped up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so unlucky. I don't know if I got a red card for that, to be honest. It literally was a leg breaker.
Top is at the King Power, by the way. Someone's just put a picture on that. He is at the King Power
Yeah,
tonight.
he is. That's what I just said. Brendan Rodgers at the end of the game wants to go and tap him on his shoulder and say, 40 minutes, please.
I think the money, I reckon John Brooken is already probably on the phone to see what they can start out. And they would have had a list of players. And I think they have a list of 3 or 4 players that they look at when they know they're after someone. I think they'll be diving into that list of 3 centre-halves and see if they can get 1 centre-half and someone on loan, or they might feel Benkovic can still do enough. Look, I've seen enough from Benkovic, and I think there is a decent player in there. I just think that he's been very unlucky with the injuries he's had at Leicester at times. But I think there's someone who actually can do a job, and I think Rodgers believes there's someone who can do a job. He didn't believe it. I don't think he'd keep him. I think he sent him on loan last season a couple of times just to get him some match fitness and get him fit. You know, this is a player who hadn't played for nearly 18 months.
He played 1 game last season.
And the question again is, at Le Havre, as Andy King said, he didn't really want any of the Leicester boys there, the manager. No. So that doesn't really help the situation.
Where did you just say, Tom?
What?
Hold on a minute.
Oh, Jamie's gone to serve some customers. Come on, Jamie. Mine's a Stan Miguel while you're at the bar, Jamie, please. As Villareal make some flat changes. But I will say again, that was a horrid challenge. Absolute horrid challenge. Fofana, Wesley, little Wes, get well soon, mate. The whole of Leicester's behind you. Absolutely horrid challenge. Absolutely sport this game. Leicester were cruising. And then a vile challenge. Jumped off the floor, scissor kick.
Unnecessary challenge.
Fofana now will be out for the season for me.
I can see Brendan wanting to fine Villareal for that, because that is disgraceful. You know, the amount of money we're going to lose, the amount of, you know, Fofana is one of our best players last season. Gone instantly before the season fully starts.
Whiskey, Jamie, whiskey.
This is my mate Rafa.
Hello.
Hi, mate.
Rafa.
Come on from Mallorca. Holiday, drink, party.
He's a so-called nutcase. He really is.
Yeah.
You should. Rafa Benitez, come on.
Not quite Rafa Benitez, not quite.
Oh, dear.
I know. I'm actually closed. Closed. Yeah, because it's on YouTube, so everyone can watch it on YouTube, can't they? So it's all closed up outside, but I'm watching it on my own, on my lonesome.
Nacho, edge of the area, finds Dewberry Hall.
We need a goal. Go and get the crowd going. Come on.
Finds Luke Thomas down the left-hand side. I mean, Jamie, I'll ask you a question. Corner kick one, by the way. Just one question, Jamie. How impressed have you been with Harvey Barnes? Out for nearly 5 months, and to come in and play 2 preseason games, and that looks so sharp. What you thought, bud?
I'm surprised that he's looked as sharp as he has for the 45 minutes he had, and then he just came off then, didn't he? So an hour he's had now. He's looked quite sharp, actually. Not many players can come back from injury and do what he's done, and he deserved his goal, to be honest.
Well, that's the thing about it, mate. The goal doing some loads of confidence. All Brighton to whip this corner in 71 played. Leicester looked threatening all night from corners.
Go on.
Back post header. Oh,
Rick.
We do, don't we? We actually do look threatening from corners. Makes a change, doesn't it?
Free header, Nacho at the back post. Heads it down and past the post. He'll be kicking himself there. That should have been another one on his tally for Leicester City and off the mark. Oh, there we go, Carlos. When it is Evans back, there's no time frame. All they said is that he wasn't going to be fit for beginning of the season, and that the injury, what he basically finished the season with, hadn't recovered and healed properly.
It was a risk play for the FA Cup final.
When does the transfer window open? Shut? Is it end of August?
End of August.
Last day in August, mate. So we've still got time. But with the season starting a week on Saturday, I think they'll definitely try and get someone in the door by that point.
There'll be emergency meeting first thing in the morning going, look, like, we need someone ASAP.
You would have thought so, wouldn't you?
We need someone training, like pre-season's ended after this game. Pre-season, like, got one game and that's it. We need a centre back.
Jamie.
What's
Ooh,
that?
That'll be a good signing.
Cahill on a free transfer.
Cahill.
Left Palace.
Oh, yes, from Chelsea. From Palace, sorry.
Yeah.
That'll be a good signing.
I mean, Monday
Yes,
night, there was a lot of negativity when I was talking about Gary Cahill. People, he's passed it. Well, if we haven't got the money, then maybe we've got to go into the free market. Who's hobbling now? Dennis Pratt's hobbling at the moment. That's not a good sign either.
He's only literally just really come on.
If I was Brendan, I'd go to the fans and go, look, you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you want to play?
See if Big Wes has still got his boots in the changing rooms.
Call Chris Fuchs. He's in a Leicester shirt. Yeah, do you want to come and play play 10 minutes?
Fuchs is signed for Charlatans, isn't he? United, Charlatans FC or something, isn't it? Ball towards back post. Luke Thomas can't get on there. Keeps it in, though. He does keep it in. Oh, it's another nasty tackle, if I'm honest, yeah. Wins a corner kick.
Wins a corner. Well played.
Was it a corner? Is he giving it?
They are dirty, aren't they? They're not. It's
been a goal
pre-season.
Went in with a high foot there for me, giving a goal kick there. But, yeah, I mean, like I say, thoughts are with Wesley at the night, mate. It's very hard to even think about how this game's going now.
The thoughts for me, this game's gone.
First hour was fantastic, and then that one tackle has just ruined the whole thing, to be honest, hasn't it?
It's ruined pre-season for me. That's if I can think about now. That's it.
Yeah, that'll be it. To be honest, it's exactly like what tourists think when they come over. If the first couple of days are raining, that's all they can think about on the holiday, and it changes the mind completely. And it's the same, even though the rest of the holiday will be sunny, they'll still think about the first 2 days of it raining, and they'll think that's ruined the whole holiday. And it's the same as this. We've had a decent pre-season, and that's just ruined the whole pre-season completely. It really has. I mean, all the plans.
It was so unnecessary. You're losing 3-0 in a pre-season friendly. Why would you go in like that? If it was a Champions League final, 89th minute, fair enough. But not a pre-season friend when you're 3-0 down. No. Not right. Not right in my books. That's unsportsmanlike in my books.
Villarreal have the ball on the edge of the area. Get inside, ball in behind. Danny Wall comes out.
1-0. 3-1 Villarreal.
3-1 to Villarreal. They pull a goal back. The Spanish team. They've come off their siesta break and have woken up finally.
Oh yeah, after they've broken one of our players' legs and sub all our team off. Yeah, great job.
It's the one that had the tackle that scored it. Number 34.
It is, isn't it? Oh, it had to be.
Yeah.
That's a kick in the teeth. I'd say,
but on your call for Gary Cahill, I think with him being a free agent, it's going to cost us nothing, is it? Absolutely nothing.
I got a message from the
a week. You know what he wants. You're not going to moan at that, are you? 76 minutes played, by the way, and it's 3-1 to Leicester, who dominated this game. And well, what can you say? The talking point won't be about that. It'll be about the nasty challenge. You know, that break for Wesley Fofana, who's now out for the season. The
golfer supposed to be saying, "Come down as soon as possible." I'll be 1 minute. Is that okay?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, no problem, 1 minute.
Serious. That's the thing. It's going to be that's him done for the season, isn't it? Now, there's no way he'll be back before next season. Now, isn't it?
Well, someone's just put in here like last season. Looks like, and did he centre back Saturday with Samori moving into the midfield? Then it could be a possibility we might have to do that. Sadly, I don't like playing that. I think we lose so much of our game with that and Diddy in the middle of the park. But from what I've seen so far, Samori, you know, I know he can break it up. Dirty Spanish. Yeah. I can't see the rest of it.
Yeah. But last year we didn't have cover, did we, for Ndidi when he went into centre half, did we?
No.
Now we've got cover.
Midfield. Yeah, I mean
Samari or Abby about it.
Samare.
Samare, whoa. We've got cover and he looks the part. He can win the ball. He can against QPR. He won the ball and then he was doing half turns as well, a bit like Madison, but without going on his backside. So he can do the dirty work. He can go box to box. So if Ndidi has to go in centre half, then yeah, Shamari can go there. So
And his
that's
passing
an option.
ability looked very good as well, mate, against QPR. He was passing some lovely balls around the park.
Yeah. And he's got a good, decent engine, isn't he? He's box-to-box midfielder. He looks like he can run a bit as well. He's the old-fashioned... Who can you
I said
put
he Vieira, mate. I thought he was a Vieira-like player.
Yeah, very similar to Vieira. He doesn't score, from what I've seen, he doesn't score a lot of goals, but he can go box to box, and he puts the hard donkey work in that no one wants to do.
Yeah, that's the way you got to look at it. He does do the dirty work, mate.
I bet it's great being there, though, Tom. Seeing them fans, it's absolutely fun. I mean, I've got the sound off now because I'm talking to you, so I can hear it. But being there, I bet the fans, I think they were saying there was 17,000 there today, I think it was.
I think it was about 17,000, mate, yeah.
It'd be great for the players to actually hear a proper crowd there in their own stadium when they haven't heard anything. I know what was there, 8,000 against Spurs, was there something like that?
Yeah, 8 to 10, yeah, something like that.
To see and hear a proper crowd cheering and everything, it must be, the atmosphere must be great, even though it's not a full house. It's half a stadium, but it must be fantastic. I bet you're looking forward to the Wolves game, aren't you, Tom?
Mate, can't wait to get back down for there. I mean, gutted not to be there tonight, but obviously with work commitments, it's hard to then drive all the way up there and then get home for 12 and then go to work again at 6, 6 in the morning. Gets to you after a while doing it. But no, I can't wait for Wolves. I can't wait for 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday. Saturday, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. And don't forget, lads and lasses, I'll have it on live here at the Foxes. So if you're on holiday, come to the Foxes Arms in Alcudia and you can watch it here live in the Foxes Arms. Not many places can say that in Alcudia, but I definitely can. %.
You get a fresh, crisp pint as well, eh?
Oh, yeah. It's a bit warm at the minute, though, Tom. I must admit, you need a beer.
What's the temperature out there, mate?
It's about at least 35 at the minute, but it's a different 35 to whatever you get. Last week we had weather warnings for 40. Severe weather warning.
Yeah, Dave Gavin just joined us, mate. Yeah, very gutted. Broke his leg by the look of after a nasty challenge. What's your thoughts on Daka, mate? I mean, he looked lively when he came on. It's gone a bit quiet now, and I think, be honest, I think what's happened is probably Nelson gives the ball away in the box.
He did well to recover, though. He did well to recover.
Recovered well. It'll be a goal kick anyway, so fair play to him. He made a mistake, but he recovered well with the young lad.
Like I said on Sunday, Tom.
All Brian trying to hurt their player. Yeah, I bet he is.
He did well there, lad. He didn't really lose the ball. He shepherded it out of play, so he did actually quite well. He's only 18, isn't he? I think he is, isn't he?
Yeah, brilliant play. Dave Gavin, thank you for it, mate. £5. Thank you, mate. £5 for you. Brilliant.
Irish Fox, how the devil are you? He's not. He's actually. It's his 31st wedding anniversary today as well.
I know.
And he's watching it. He said he was going to wear his
sitting at the table. Is he sitting at the table with his phone plopped up on his pint talking to his missus, or has he got it on the old Chrome on the TV behind his missus, eh?
David, send us a photo of how you're watching it if you can. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Bruce, Foxes ain't got arms.
I know Foxes ain't got arms. We've got 4 legs. I've heard that one. I've been here 17 years and I've heard that many a time.
My bloody boiling lads can't believe what they've done to him. Yeah, mate. I think we're all in the same boat. Just one of those, you're 3-0 up and you're cruising. You're thinking, how long are you going to give the lads? And obviously, Rogers basically just, I can't risk any more players here. I'm getting them off before all this gets nasty.
He did the right thing, didn't he? Because
he's calmed down. He has.
Yeah. There was no subs, was there? And then all of a sudden, he just went right. Yeah.
He's probably worried as well, mate. But the state of mind of some of the players might be in that they retaliate and someone puts a challenge in might cause more injury to themselves than to the actual player. How much do you think Fafal will be out? Please tell me. Well, I'd say the season. I don't think he'll play again. You're looking at 7 to 9 months for a leg break.
You know what, Tom? You know what? If it's a clean break and there's no ligament damage, it might be shorter. That's being optimistic. Hey, up.
Yeah, just whacked in the back of the head. Samari went straight through him. Oh, they scored. What?
What's happened there?
Well, somehow they've given a goal. and I ain't got a clue what's going on.
Oh, Ward came out and messed it up.
Let's have a look. Ball flicked over the top. Ward came out. Oh, kicked it straight to the Villareal player. He slotted it home from about 40 yards. Ward comes out, flicks off his leg. Good save to start with, but literally rebounds 30 yards out, straight to the Villareal player who slots it away. And 82 minutes played, and they've got a goal back within one now.
Squeaky bum time.
To be honest, it doesn't really. It doesn't matter. You know,
I think if Ronchi now, mate, I think the players' heads have gone.
We know. Look, we know how well we played in the first 60 minutes. Villarreal were out of it. If that didn't do that for fun, we would have won this 4-5-0. No one would have questioned that.
Look at them. Oh, thank you, referee. Finally.
Just going on what you asked me a minute ago about Dakar, Tom.
Yes, mate.
He looks like a Zambian Jamie Vardy. He's got the pace. He knows where the back of the net is. He can use his left foot. He can use his right foot. So hopefully there's some good. He started like Vardy. He started off a bit quiet, but he's got to come into it
behind.
More.
Dakar onto it. Shoots. Ooh,
unlucky.
Pulls it wide.
like
Unlucky. Well played, Dakar. Yes,
bit
mate.
like that. How he gets into the positions of Vardy.
So much pace, mate.
That's a typical, well wide though, but it's a typical Vardy kind of getting into the spaces. That's why I don't think Dakar and Vardy will play together, start together. I really don't.
No,
he's confident though, mate, to take that touch and hit it. He's not scared. He's not like trying to dribble it further in. It's like one touch away from my body and hit it. I like it was a bit further wide than he wanted, but he looks confident, and I don't think, like some players will miss one and they go into the show like, oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
I don't stick. Look at him there. Runs back, wins the ball back. What a tackle by Dakar. Wins the ball back. Jubal sets away Thomas down the left. He whips one in.
Oh, no one there.
One's coming on the side, but he'll go all the way across and find Albrighton. Takes a touch, whips one in. Nacho's in there, headed over. Corner kick, 85 played. What a tackle by Dakar, though. The ball it was just dribbling away, and Dakar wins it from nowhere. What brilliant play from Dakar.
He's very similar to Vardy. Like I say, he's very similar to Vardy, isn't it?
Yeah,
he puts the tackle in. He's very lightweight, but he's quite strong. He's got pace. He knows where the back of the net is.
How old is Dakar?
22, isn't he?
Yeah, 22.
He's like Vardy already in his young age. That's really good news, isn't it? Because his young age, he's obviously not as like the same level as Vardy in terms of his finishing, but in terms of his attitude and his running ability and his knowledge of the game is really good already.
I mean, he scored 60 goals. He scored 60 goals in the Austrian league over the last 2 years. You've still got to score. No matter what league you're in, you've still got to score them goals. If you're in the right place at the right time, you have to, and that's confidence, and that's a player with bags of confidence that knows where the back of the net is. And I honestly think he won't suffer, because normally when you get foreign signings, they have the first season syndrome, don't they? And they don't play that well. But I don't think he will suffer with that. I think he's got the confidence by bag loads of it.
Oh, definitely, mate. And like I said, he snatched a chance. Instead of laying sulking about it, he ran back 30 yards and nicked the ball off their defender and started to try and get back into the game. So we're just saying about Aston Villa, mate, they let Grealish go, but within hours they've signed Danny Ings.
That's a strange move for me, Danny Ings. That's only a sideways move for me, for him, to go to Southampton to Villa. There's no... I don't know. He hasn't got any interest in moving upwards. He's just gone sideways to me, really. I don't know about you. I don't think that's a forward-looking move, really. It's just similar kind of clubs, I would have thought, don't you?
Well, I thought that at the time. I was surprised that they've let him go there, And like, no offence, I know Southampton have got no option because he's only got a year left on his contract, but it was a bit strange that if you're going to leave, you're thinking he's going to be challenging for an Arsenal, for a Tottenham, someone like that kind of calibre. But Villa, a bit of a strange one for me as well, mate. I agree on that.
Oh, I saw your tweet earlier, Tom. This is Maddison's last game, is it now?
Maddison to Arsenal.
Mate,
I'm bored of it all now, mate. I've literally said it before. If they've offered the money, what they talked about, and they've offered a choice of 4 players, and the club have looked at it and gone, none of those 4 players fit what we want. He ain't going anywhere until we get the 70, 80 million mark. Simple as that. And Arsenal haven't got that much money. Arsenal haven't got that money, mate, to sign him.
No, is it still 3 million they've got? 3 years, left on his contract.
Exactly, mate. The ball's in our court, not in anyone else's.
No.
Isn't it funny how, like, in 2 seasons, our defence was one of our strongest points, and now it's completely switched. Now defence will be one of our weakest points this season, and midfield and force will be one of our strongest suits. After Fofana's being injured, I can see as, our centre halves will be our biggest downfall. Johnny Evans out, Fofana out before the season starts. Who have we got left? Soyuncu,
Bankovic, Nelson.
What? After 4,
but I can't see him starting that many games just yet.
And what other issue I have is that, Soyuncu and Evans, Soyuncu and Fofana, Evans and Fofana, they've all got synergy. They've had that year of, playing together. Even if we do get new centre halves, there won't be that synergy, will there?
Yeah.
There won't be that.
Jono, do you think, though, that Evans is the link? He made Maguire look good. He's made Soyuncu look good. And last year, he made Fofana look good. Do you think it's Johnny Evans is the main man?
Well, I think Fofana's proved this pre-season that he's looked brilliant without Evans. I think Fofana, until his leg break, I think he was our key defender. But obviously now he won't be our key defender this season. So we haven't got either now. I've got Evans or Fofana, which is scary. It's like with wingers, left back and right back, midfield and striker, we're pretty much there. Defence now, I'm really worried.
Yeah. Everyone keeps saying we need a right back not right back, a winger. I think we ought to scrap that idea of getting a winger.
Yeah.
Who's the number? Masawani or whatever his name is. I can't remember his name now.
Masawani.
That's the one. And use him and spend any money we've got on
2 centre half.
Daka. Couldn't get wide.
Luke
Thomas was coming in.
Wingers this season, sod that. We need 2 centre backs in a week.
Full time, boys, by the way. Full time. Leicester City 3, Villareal 2. The match it was great first half, but was summed up by the leg break to Fofana has completely disjointed this game. And
the fans look disappointed. Even though we've won, Tom, the fans look disappointed, don't they?
I think everyone's in shock, mate.
The score's irrelevant. It's Fofana. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
If we won this 3-0 for final and no injury, brilliant. The crowd be cheering, scrumping up and down, brilliant. Nah, that's ruined it. They ruined the big occasion, that did.
Right then, lads, I'm going to go. I'm going to finish locking up. Cheers for letting me join. And
thank you for coming on, mate.
Cheers,
see
Jamie.
you on Sunday. See you on Sunday at the Community Shield, lads. Who's excited for the Community Shield? Sorry, Charity Shield. The Community Shield is the young guns, the old school, Tom. Charity Shield, innit, pal?
Charity Shield, mate. That's what it will always be, Charity Shield.
Yeah.
It'll always be Charity Shield. Right then, lads.
See you Sunday, mate.
See you later.
Thank you, mate.
See you later.
Bye-bye. There you go. Jamie's off. He's joined.
Jamie's off.
That. Lads, if you want to come on, more than welcome to. I'm sure Jack will come on. We'll hang around for like 10 minutes after this and see if we get a reaction.
Oh, he would have had a better picture of the incident, wouldn't he? He was there. Yeah, the crowd just look like horrified, don't they? They don't, everyone just looks sad. It's meant to be, we won 3-0 up at half time to a European winning side, and it's just
guys. I mean, there's under 20 of you. The major talking point will be the nasty tackle on Fofana, and there's not really much to say on the rest of the game. There's some great finishes and great build-up play to the goals, but like you say, that
I wanted to praise
Fofana.
I wanted to praise Barnes, wanted to praise Perez, wanted to praise Fofana, wanted to praise Vardy, wanted to, so many good talking points. But it's all been ruined, There's only one thing we talk about, and that's Fofana being out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and sadly that will be the case for me. You know, there was a horror tackle on him. There's no who's been injured. Wesley Fofana suffered a broken ankle / leg. We can't be 100% sure, so I'm not going to commit what it is. But he won't be playing again this season. What happened to Wes? Went to break away, and someone came in and scissor sliced him. Literally threw themselves off the floor and scissor kicked him, and his
broke his
went
ankle.
out. So, Jono, I'll bring the other Jono in. Evening, mate. What's your thoughts, mate? I mean, there's not really much to talk about to the game after what's happened to Wesley Fofana.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about that, isn't it? Absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. He was going to have such a big season, wasn't he? And let's just hope the news that comes back is, not as bad as we fear,
I think what we're hoping for is we know he's out rest this season. That's what we know, but let's hope it's not a career-ending injury.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping for.
Absolutely. Yeah, just wishing him all the best, really, and let's just see what news comes over the next sort of day or two. But without doubt, I mean, we even before that incident, we were talking about we probably need another centre back up anyway, and it's absolutely needed 100% now, isn't it? They just need to get on the phone and get someone in. I mean, I mentioned Cahill. I mean, he's not everyone's cup of tea, but bags of experience, can do a job. He did a job last year at Crystal Palace. He's a free agent. Get him in, sign him up, and then probably get someone young in as well. I don't know who, but
the thing about it is you got to look at it. Like I think Roger said, we haven't got an endless pot of money to go out and buy. I mean, now it's going to be probably vital they go and sign centre half, but they need to. With the Johnny Evans, we still haven't got a time frame on when he's coming back into the fold. It could be a week, it could be 6 weeks. We just do not know. He's only literally started light training, I think, the last week, but they've still not committed to how long he's going to be out for. Kale would be, for me, someone who could come in with that leadership we need. You talk about James Tarkowski as well, that could come in, but he's not going to be anything less than 30 to 40 million. And I don't know if they've got that kind of money still laying around in the pot. People say, "Oh, just sign." Well, if we haven't got it, we can't sign them. It's simple as that.
I just wonder whether it will accelerate the likes of someone like Dennis Pratt leaving, Hamza leaving. Just get those deals done. Get those deals done and get some money in. If money is the problem, then there's 2 players that I think that most of us would say were probably on the fringes and probably would go anyway. Hamza to Newcastle looks like it's been talked about. Pratt isn't really getting a look in, unfortunately. I mean, I like him as a player, but I just can't see where he's going to fit in. And so if he's unsettled, then let's cash in on him. We could probably get 15, 20 million for him. And you're probably looking with Hamza, you could probably raise 25 million and get someone in half decent, young centre back. I don't know who, but I think someone like Cahill, someone who's got bags of experience, he probably won't play more than 15, 20 games in the season, but he's around the squad. He's got bags of experience. Someone like that would be brilliant, I think, alongside Johnny Evans, as and when he gets ready. But I mean, my only
Can't just say so.
I'm absolutely gutted.
Yeah, I've just watched the second goal for them. I mean, nothing, but the foul is on their halfway line, and they take the free kick near the centre circle. What's about 10 metres away from the original foul? The referee doesn't say a word. I know it means nothing. I've just looked at it. I was like, he let him take it where the blooming ball was in for the foul. So
yeah,
beggars belief what the referees are doing this year. We thought we were going to get better refs. Well, maybe that's not the case.
I think my thoughts of Villareal, there's obviously nothing against Ibora, but obviously they treated this like a cup final. They wanted to make lots of dirty tackles. They took a free kick 50 yards away from the original position. Yes, it was let go by the referees, but that tackle was just so unnecessary. 3-0 down in a friendly, and they make that stupid tackle. It's just so unsportsmanlike.
I couldn't watch it. I'll be honest. I had my head in my hands there. I couldn't actually watch what the replay of it. So I don't know how much intent there was because I haven't seen it properly. But obviously he's ended up really bad. But I don't know whether no player I don't think would go in wanting to really hurt another player, and most players I think. So I don't know how much intent there really was. Maybe there was maybe it was just an unfortunate contact or whatever. I haven't seen it properly because, like I say, I couldn't watch it again. But yeah,
I don't think the intent was there to hurt him, but the type of tackle it was, the intent was to stop him from progressing with the counter.
Yeah, and
that sort of tackle, we know in the past those sort of tackles can cause serious injury, and it did. When you go in that sort of method, you can just put your leg out or use your body weight to put the player off. But he went in 2 feet, and this is what ending him potentially ending his career. And if I was him, I'd be disappointed in his actions. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
And yes, he didn't want it to hurt him, but he knew what he was doing. And for me,
he knew what he was doing, mate.
In a pre-season friendly, that's disgusting. In a final, perfectly reasonable, but in a friendly match, 3-0 down, disgusting.
Yeah, I quite agree. I mean, when you're 3-0 down, there's no need for that kind of thing to happen at all. The game was done. So I agree in that respect. There was no need to put in silly tackles like that. But yeah, I mean, it has
a short going into the season, doesn't it?
On the pre-season now, and Fofana being one of our really standout players, I think one of the players that most teams in the Premier League were envious of us having, and it really kind of puts a little bit of a doubt now on the strength of our back line. For me, we always needed to probably sign a centre back anyway, and now we're looking particularly weak, I think, in the back line at the moment. I mean, I think, Benkovic has been hanging about for a couple of years, and I've always kind of keeping an eye out on him and seeing how he's getting on, and he hasn't been brilliant in the last couple of years, and I just wonder whether this gives him an opportunity to say, look, I've really got an opportunity here to step up, because there is a quality player in there. We saw it when he was at Celtic that there was something in there, albeit, in the Scottish League. And he's worked with Brendan before, and I just wonder whether there's an opportunity for him to step up here as well.
Well, we know Marty isn't the answer. We know he isn't the answer for the game. Oh, here's Jack.
Evening, Jack. How are you, mate? Hello, Jack. Hello.
Distraught, I feel sorry for Wes. I will say get well soon, Wesley Fofana, 1 minute.
Oh, like that. He's come and gone. And like I say, well, I'm going to wrap this up in a bit. But look, lads, there's 200 and something people watching tonight. The talking should have been about a sterling performance from the Leicester in the first half, and what should have been another second half performance from the first 15 minutes. But we're sitting here tonight absolutely all gutted that Wesley Fofana will be out now. I can't say for how long, but for me, I don't think he'll play again this season. What looked like a possible ankle break or tib and fib break from some of the pictures I've seen, but it's just a horrible situation to be in tonight. We should have been going into the Community Shield on the back of a very fine performance.
Yeah.
Let's try again. All right, Prima Donna, you all right now?
Yeah, I'm all right, you?
What can you say, Jack? What's your opinion, mate? I mean, we're sitting here. We should have been talking about a fine performance and a win, but we're sitting here with 200 odd fans watching, and the only thing we can talk about is a horror challenge from the Villareal player. Mate, what did you make of it? You were at the game.
All right, in front of it. It hurts, You're all right. Yeah. I'm upset, like.
Jack fan
I'm upset, like,
Mr. Celeb right there.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live.
Oh yeah.
How we doing? All we all right?
Etiquette and ladies. You can
Oh.
get ladies.
Get in there, girls.
You can do. I used to play for Leicester. Does that count? Leicester ladies.
Yeah, of course it
Oh,
does. They do, guys.
Yes,
You're
Jack. Yes, Jack.
right.
Yeah, as I
Glasgow's
said,
a
I'm
fight
distraught. Yeah, I'm live at the minute. I've got a bad jump out.
It's a window into Jack's
You
world,
know,
here, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
this is, Jack, do you have to get
it's
some
all right.
bouncers
Dad's
with
on
you?
the game. It's casted, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I was right in front of it. I seen the challenge and I seen Wes and I thought, oh, for God's sake. It brought tears to my eyes watching it. You know, I seen him on the floor and when he put his arm down, I thought, this is it. It could be a season injury, couldn't it, where he's going to be out for the rest of the season. And
he is out for the rest of the season.
The Villarreal player didn't really show no remorse towards it. He didn't care. Then he went and scored what made it worse. And, you know, I guess Wes is a fan's favourite, isn't he, after last season? To watch it in public eye, it's not something you want to show on social media, and it should be hidden away from the public.
I mean, Jack, what's going back to the game itself? I know we're talking about Wednesday, but in theory, before that, the first half, I thought we were superb. I mean, I thought Ryan Bertram had an outstanding game, 2 assists in 5 minutes, and the general all-round play was great. Jose Perez takes a lot of stick, but he comes out of the game with a very good performance under his belt tonight. Where do you think we'll go into the Community Shield, and do you think the team that started Bar Fofana will be the one that starts on Saturday?
I will sit there tonight and hold my hands up and say Jose Perez was fantastic tonight. Worked hard,
brilliant,
and did everything. You know, I'm not going to criticise him. You know, he did fantastic. I'm going to praise a player because he needed praising, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. You know, I'm not going to stand there and say, oh, everyone hates Jose Perez. We're not going to praise him when he does well, because that's what we don't get from Leicester fans. All we get with Jose Perez is hate. You know, when he plays well, people don't mention it. And tonight I'm going to call him out and say he did fantastically well tonight. He took his goal well. Ryan Bertrand, as you say, what free kicks, what left foot, you know. He created so many assists in this game, and what a fantastic player he really is at left back. And the experience shows how much he loves being in the squad. And he set up Cags, which I got on recording. And then it all worked out for Maddison again, didn't it? On the break, through to Barnes, and then Barnes took it away. It looks like he's never been away.
Lads, just quickly, we've got 154 people watching on YouTube at the moment. If every single one of you could like and smash the subscribe, we can pass 7.5K tonight. Well, it'd be an amazing treatment to put some smiles back on our faces after a very disappointing end to the night with Fofana. Let me just drop Ross in. Ross, evening, mate.
Hey up. Hey up.
I take it you've heard the news, and what's your thought, mate?
Yeah, well,
and,
I was watching it.
What's your thoughts, mate?
I couldn't believe they showed the replay on the second. I couldn't believe they showed the replay. If I'm honest. I was nearly in tears. I'm not gonna lie. It's so heartbreaking. It's such a disappointment. So, but yeah, full speed of recovery. I don't know if anyone's seen his Instagram. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Alu Akbar. I don't know what that. I mean, is that something that he's associated? I have no idea. Put that on his Instagram. He's given a thumbs up, so thank God he's okay. But speed of recovery for Fofana. But if we didn't need a centre back, then we certainly do now. If I'm honest. But yeah, I mean, obviously good winning tonight. But I think it was all. I think it's more important about Fofana getting speed of recovery.
This is his Instagram.
That's it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what he said. But, I think. Well, I think someone's put it over it. I don't know. But I'm glad he's okay. But obviously, we need to get ASAP on that recovery. So, and obviously, roll on Wembley on Saturday and see play Fofana.
I'm gonna have to shoot, guys. We need to go.
That's fine, mate. Go wrap up anyway, boys. Yeah. It's getting late anyway. Boys, thank you for joining us. Jono, thank you for your great co-commentary tonight, mate. It's much appreciated.
No problem,
Jono,
anytime.
Thank you for coming on at half time.
I'll watch it on playback, Jono, and it'll be good.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, Jono. Jono, thank you again for coming on, mate. Always a pleasure, mate. Take care. We'll speak to you for Wembley on Saturday. Jack, wait there. Ross, thank you for coming on, mate. Safe trip wherever you're going, and enjoy your dinner. See you at Wembley on Saturday. Well, Jack, on a night I thought I'd be sitting here talking about at half time, what a stellar performance. We look back to our fluent selves and roll on Wembley and Wolves a week on Saturday. I'm sitting here thinking, how the hell are we going to kickstart the season with only one fit centre half? A young lad in Benkovic who's barely kicked a football in the last 18 months. Ryan Nelson, who looks a good prospect but no experience. And where do we go from here going into Man City on Saturday in a Wembley Community Shield final? It's going to be an interesting few days, and Leicester Fan TV will bring you all the reactions. Soon as we have an update on Wes Fofana, we'll get it to you guys. And Jack, thanks for coming on after the game, mate. Safe trip home. We will see you down at Wembley. I'm going, Phil's going, all the boys are going down. If you see us around the ground, we want to hear your views. Come over, have a quick chat. We'll get you live on Leicester Fan TV. We'll be there from about 12:30. I'll be down the ground from. I think Jack will be probably about the same kind of time. But from now, it's a bit of a sound note that Leicester won the game 3-2 and played some spectacular football at times. But we finished on a sad note that Wes Fofana is now out for the season. On behalf of me, Jack, and all the Leicester Fan TV, and more importantly, you, the fans that make Leicester Fan TV, thank you for joining us tonight. We send all our love and thoughts to Wesley. I promise you now, everyone is thinking you, Wes. Speedy recovery, and we can't wait to see you back in the blue of Leicester next season. But for now, thanks for joining us, Jack. Take care, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
Pleasure.
And it just leaves me to say thank you to the fans. Not the watch along that I thought I'd be doing tonight. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for coming on tonight and being with us throughout. There's 298 of you, so if you can hit the subscribe button, we're so close to 7,500. It'd be amazing if we could achieve that tonight and should put a bit of cheer on our faces after a horror night to finish off with. And at least Brendan Rodgers and John Rudkin, top pool now, working very hard to try and get some centre backs into the football club before the weekend. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Safe journey home if you're leaving the stadium. And we will see you Saturday at Wembley Way for a match build-up coverage where we can get some. And I'll speak to you soon. Take care and good night.